All right, guys, welcome to the Unfiltered Podcast. Tonight we have one lovely lady with us, lovely guest, and we're going to have an amazing show. Let's get it.
Back at it again for the nighttime show, 10 p.m. I hope y'all are having a good night. I'm having a great night. It's a Wednesday, beautiful Wednesday in Miami, as always. Just seeing this unfiltered sun is actually amazing, bro. But we have this beautiful guest. Do you mind introducing yourself, your age, what you do for a living, what's your name?
My name is Nana. I'm 34. I own a concierge business, a staffing agency, and I flip real estate internationally.
Big boss lady.
Hey.
Yeah, shout out to her. Is that... Try to speak into the mic, though. Just
hello.
Yeah. Is it too far from you? No? Maybe a little closer. All right, guys. So today we have an amazing show. We have some videos that we want to react to, and Nana's going to help us with some of that. Yeah, if you guys have any questions or concerns, please write it in the chat. I'm just going to make sure that he relays that to us. And yeah, so tell us how long you've been in Miami.
16, almost 17 years.
17 years? Okay, so you're not from here. Where are you from?
Jersey.
Born and raised. What part?
Elizabeth, New Jersey.
Elizabeth.
Is that the north or the south?
It's in the north.
Isn't that the hood?
It is the hood.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the dirty Jersey.
Yeah, I heard about that because it sounds nice, Elizabeth, but it's
good.
Yeah. No, I've only been I have family in Patterson.
Okay.
But I was going to New York one time and I was speeding. This was before I got the car I have now, and I was on the turnpike and I got pulled over in a town called New Brunswick.
Okay.
And I feel like the cop was racist there.
I was originally born in Newark.
Yeah. Oh, that's the hood too.
And I went to
like
high school.
That's like baby Baltimore.
I went to high school in Elizabeth, and I grew up between Newark and Elizabeth.
Yeah. One thing about Jersey that people should know is that if you get pulled over there, they're gonna want you in court like the same week. Their court system is super fast. Like in Maryland, you get pulled over, you get like 3 months between.
Here too.
Here, okay. Yeah. I haven't got pulled over here in Miami yet, but in Jersey, if you get pulled over on a Monday, you're going to court like Thursday or Friday.
I've literally had court here a year after I got pulled over.
Dang.
Yeah.
A year.
A whole year?
A year.
And
yeah.
How?
And during COVID,
during
almost
COVID.
2 years after.
Oh, was
a year is like regular.
Yeah. What? There was like postponements or something?
No, that's just when I got my
people just don't work in Miami.
Wow, that's crazy. All right, good to know, guys. Get pulled over in Miami if you get pulled over anywhere. Did you end up beating the ticket?
Here, yes.
Yeah.
Every single ticket.
All you have to do is just show up and they throw it away, right?
Oh, I feel like I'm on SVU when I'm there. I'm a whole attorney in my head.
Really?
So.
What's SVU for people that don't know?
SVU, like Law and Order.
Okay, Law and Order. All right, cool. All right, today, so we have a few videos that we want to react to, and then Anwar's gonna put them up on the screen, and we can get started with those.
All right, y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
The guy that you have to listen to, you don't want to be with a guy whose judgment you trust.
Not if it's to tell me what I kind of where
my man tells me that from a guy's point of view, that's really hard for them to work with. The guy hears that, he just hears that you won't cooperate with him, that you're hard to work with, you're stubborn. Most guys want a girl that will submit to him and trust his judgment. So his judgment, and he says, hey, you know what? I don't want there to be problems. Could you change your top, like your boots are out, or whatever it is? And you have to say, well, but da 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 da. Like that's a headache to him. No, to me, who cares? Like, why does it? It's not going to affect my life that much what I wear when I go out of the house. And I want to be. I want to be with a guy whose judgment that I trust. Right? You don't want to be with a guy that you have to listen to. You don't want to be with.
Do you think a lot of women are like that nowadays? And if so, why? What is the reason?
You mean which opinion? Which girl?
Yeah, I was gonna ask that too.
So that girl is Pearlythings. So
that's Pearlythings.
Yeah, that's Pearlythings.
Bro, I've heard so much about her. That's her.
Yeah, she's the like leading red pill woman.
Whoa. I've heard about her so much and I've never seen her before.
Yeah, we react to a lot of her videos.
Wow. I didn't know that was Pearlythings.
Yeah.
It says mask. Okay. I see. Okay.
I guess someone you know.
All right. Shout out to her. Yeah, I've heard so many good stuff about her. And based off this video, I like her. But
She's
yeah,
a grifter.
She's a grifter. What's that mean?
She basically only reads stats.
Oh, really?
She doesn't.
She regurgitates red pill information to get clout.
Yeah, like she doesn't actually live it. Like,
how do you know she doesn't live it?
Because she says it in videos.
And like, if you look into her life,
yeah,
she
would never date a high value guy.
So who does she date?
Low value guys, like average, like regular guys
that
can't get multiple women.
She said that she wouldn't date one of those guys.
Correct, verbatim. She was like, yeah, like guys that are high value and have money and stuff, like they're gonna go sleep around with other girls. But personally, me, like, I'm not gonna date that guy.
Yeah. Wow, that's interesting. Well, I mean, at least she's spitting facts still, though.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
She spits the facts.
Yeah. Okay.
She literally reads off stats. I mean, I'm not hating on her, by the way. I just want to.
Yeah.
Like, she is preaching to the choir. Like, you know, a lot of people probably have switched over to like red pill, which I don't like red pill either. But like, you know, she's educating a lot of people, like ignorance.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the things that they don't. I think from a male's perspective, we can understand what she's saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think that we agree with everything red pill either.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you think about that though?
Kind of half and half of what both of them are saying.
The other girl only said one thing.
She didn't agree with her.
Mm-hmm.
So me personally, like she gave the example if she has like a cleavage shirt and a guy's like, go change that.
Mm-hmm.
Am I going to argue about changing it?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not. But now you don't have big dick energy because you're scary. Like that I don't feel like you own this.
Mm-hmm.
Yo.
Because they're going to be looking at my titties.
Yes.
I'm not attracted to you now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll rather you not ask me to change it. But that's you saving you at this point.
Yeah. I talked about this before. Shit test. Women do like subliminal tests. It could be subconsciously that do things to see if their men will check them. So one of the things I was talking about, the girl like go out wearing something slutty, and the guy going to be like, nah, go back and change that. In the girl's head, like you just said, it's either she's going to lose respect for him or she's not.
Yeah, but I'm going to lose respect if you tell me to go and change it.
Oh, you lose respect if he says change it?
Because
okay, I heard that completely wrong.
Yeah.
I feel like,
whoa.
I think you agree with half of what she's saying.
Because if you telling me like go back and change it, it's like you can't handle all of this. You scared of other men to me.
Mm-hmm.
No. That's
because
not what
if
it is.
you have big dick energy and your energy is around me, and yes, my titties is out, but your presence is here, ain't nobody finna try me or you.
Can you tell us what big dick energy is for the people that don't know?
It can mean so many different things. It's a vibe. It's an aura.
Mm-hmm. So it's a vibration that comes.
Just ain't no cornball, ain't no punk. Like,
you want a gangster?
I don't like gangsters. I like nerds.
Mm-hmm.
But you
Nerds
can be
with
a
BDE?
cool ass nerd. Yes, I like nerds with BDE. There you go. A corporate nerd with like BDE.
So you give me like the vibes of like the dude from Power. You like those
The
type of
drug
guys?
dealer? Oh no.
No. The dude
scared
who
of jail.
owned, the dude who owned the club and he was like
Yeah,
very
he was a drug dealer.
professional.
He was a drug dealer.
He was a drug dealer.
He was
Yeah.
a bad drug dealer.
He was the
Oh,
And
kingpin.
that was like his cover up.
I thought he just owned the club.
Mm.
I forgot. Okay.
The club was basically to funnel money to wash it.
Gotcha.
But you have male
Okay.
friends.
But is
Right.
that what you is that typically is that what
crazy.
you like though? You like guys that are like very business minded and
I
then
do.
but then they're like really tough too.
No, not necessarily very tough.
can protect you?
Because tough kind of gives a vibration of insecurity, more of assertiveness.
Wait, tough gives you a insecurity?
Yeah,
Vibration?
if you're overly tough, like overly macho,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
it's
Like
giving
to the
insecurity.
extreme, right?
Yeah, it's giving insecurity.
Like you guys are out for
So-
dinner and he's like trying to be tough out of nowhere type.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
yeah,
what,
okay.
what are you
So
doing?
you just want a natural masculine guy to make you
Yeah,
naturally
assertive.
When it's
submissive.
called for.
So assertive is
Yeah.
different than aggressive,
Mhm.
Yeah,
and I like assertive.
a lot of guys are now, aggressive dominant.
Yeah, that just screams corny to me.
Yeah,
Yeah, but all right, go ahead.
with you said it's insecure if he can't
Yeah.
handle all that, which is weird because I don't think it's insecurity, and it's not that I don't trust you either. I'm territorial over what's mine.
So you could be there,
But when I'm not there, what is it? You're gonna wear that out when I'm
and
not
that's
there?
where trust come in.
You go to the club?
My daddy ain't never tell me what to wear.
We don't trust other guys,
Okay, and that's fine. Like,
but that's it.
That's it. That's it. We don't
Wait,
trust
so
other
you're
guys.
telling me that
trust other
you
guys to do what though?
To control themselves.
yeah, to control
think
themselves.
I'm
You
a
don't-
big girl. I carry myself in a big, responsible way.
You're 4'11" though.
Yeah, I was about to say that same thing. Like that
So what
already
hap-
goes out the door.
I like.
So what happens when you go to a club and you're wearing what he doesn't want you to wear, and then a guy comes up and just starts to grope you? What happens then?
I've got my ass grabbed in jeans, so I don't know.
Right.
Like it don't got nothing to do with it.
But more
But you're showing it off more if you're
Yeah,
wearing something
it's
that's
more of a likely of a chance that a guy's gonna come do it if you're wearing. close
That's
enough.
kind of like I don't know if you're allowed to say
Mhm.
the R word here.
Grape,
Rapey.
great.
grape.
That right.
Yeah.
That's that
Yeah,
mentality.
but in
though.
a club
he
when you're
grabbed it because of what she was wearing. No, he grabbed it because he was sick in the head.
okay, but
Okay,
when
but
you're
so we know what's going to happen if you go to the club. There's a lot
Yeah.
of the guys that are sick in the head.
So
What do
is
guys
the-
go to the club for?
Is
And-
the
and they're-
issue the club or is the issue what she got on?
I mean, the issue is the club. What do guys?
I mean,
go to
I've
the club
worked
for?
in the club for so long
So you know what guys go to the club for?
to be corny, to stand on couches and
And
look
spend
cool
3K for
on
a table,
Instagram.
right? So you already know what it is. They go in
3K
there
minimum,
for status, right?
Mhm.
Why they need the status for the girls, right?
I guess.
So they're going to the club to get women. So you already
Okay.
know what you're doing when you're going into
I
the
mean,
club.
You've been to clubs in Miami.
Who, me? No, I don't go to
No, we
clubs.
haven't.
Have you seen videos of what the bottle girls and bartenders work in the clubs?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If I ain't get tried like that,
Mhm.
I ain't finna get tried in no dress.
Mhm.
So I think it's how you carry yourself, and some people's vibes just demand respect. It is what it is.
So you don't feel like it's a little disrespectful to like go off and show what your which is yours man's?
I don't think he should feel disrespected because I feel like if he got ego that big, he's not gonna feel disrespected. He know what's up.
I did say feelings, so let me step away. What happens if he says it is disrespectful when you're not wearing
That's
that?
a feeling. That's a feeling.
He
I
feels
might-
that way, or is he telling you, I know that's disrespectful? Because other
That's
men
how
think
he.
also
But
think
is
like
that
this.
not how he feels? That's an
He
opinion.
thinks this way? Okay, cool. It's a feeling, but he also thinks it's
Let me
this
ask you
way.
this:
It's
Have you
okay.
so nobody you've ever dated has ever told you to take something off or change?
My high school boyfriend had a thing against white pants.
Mhm.
When I say high school, somebody I dated from when I was 14 to 18.
Mhm.
And mind you, I'm young. This is my first real boyfriend. And he had a thing, oh, only sluts wear white pants.
Mhm.
Which now even saying out loud, that sounds crazy.
I've never heard of that.
Me neither.
He was convinced, probably used to this day. He was convinced. He was like, a girl who wears white pants, she basically wants to give it up. Like that. He was so convinced.
Hmm.
And in my head, I remember kind of thinking, like, yo, I shouldn't wear white pants.
Mhm. Did you change?
I was 14, and I remember I did mention me and my mom are best friends, and I mentioned it to her, and she was like, she basically asked me, was I stupid? Like, are you stupid? And to different people, it's gonna be different things.
Mhm.
And at the end of the day, I have to have my own judgment into what makes me feel a certain way.
Mhm.
Like I have hips and ass. Like I have a figure. It's some things that I could wear that somebody else could wear. That's just gonna look more provocative. And it's a way to look clean provocative. And it's a way to look like, no, that shit look cheap, nasty. It look not good. So I think I should be my own judgment of that. And I think my judgment's pretty damn good.
Okay. Here's the thing, and I'm pretty sure you know. Oh wait, are you in a relationship?
I'm not.
You're not. You're
Mm.
single. Okay. Guys don't want to have a woman argue with them at all.
I don't want to have nobody argue with me either. Look at that.
And so, what if you met the perfect guy and he was just like, hey, you know, there's some times where I'm not gonna want you to wear certain things because it attracts the eyes, or you know, a guy who's intoxicated could possibly feel like he could come up to you and grab you or something like that. He just doesn't want to deal with that. Are you not gonna submit to what he wants?
I don't think I'm an argumentative person, but I'm going to be turned off by him.
But what turns you off about it?
Like, what is you scared about, buddy, over there? Like, what is?
It has nothing to do be scared. Scared is insecurity.
Okay, what are you intimidated about?
Intimidated still goes with insecurity. Like, I'm territorial.
Yeah, we just don't want those problems.
Yeah, like, bro, I'm not.
It sounds like you're
not that
intimidated.
I don't want. It's
Nah,
not.
it's
I don't
like-
want the problem.
I see where she's coming from. She doesn't want to be with a guy who she feels like could be scared of.
And it's not
anything.
scared physically, just
Yeah.
intimidated.
Yeah.
Like,
But if
But
I've said this before, if I'm with a girl, I'm not worried about my girl getting taken. I already know what type of man I am. Like, bro, I'm on this level. No other guy's gonna be on this level.
yeah.
bam, that's
That
attractive
has-
as hell. That is attractive. Like, and
Thank
I
you,
need him to
but-
think like that.
But it's still, I still have that territorialism. Why would I even allow her to do some stupid shit like that? That's stupid. Why would I even let her put herself in that situation that a guy can do something now?
Allow her.
Yes, allow her.
Yeah. Do you think that men and women are equal?
Great
with,
question.
With certain things, yes.
In general.
I mean, we don't got equal pay yet, so
Hey,
I'm not
well,
talking about pay. I'm in
Anwar,
You do have equal
Anwar,
pay.
Anwar, can you change the TV, please?
You want to see it on screen?
Who leads in a relationship?
yes, I believe in partnership. Yes.
Who
Mm.
leads in a relationship? You think it's 50-50?
It could be, yes. I don't think there's a supposed to. I'm one of those, whatever works for this couple might not work for that couple. I have seen relationships where the female leads, and I have seen relationships where the male leads, and I think both of them can be successful.
So he's showing big dick energy when you're leading. It's showing
That's-
big dick energy when he's like going
when
50-50
he's
on
confident
bills.
enough, when he's confident enough to let me lead,
That's a difference, though.
drive like
There's a difference, though. There's a difference in that. Like, there's a difference when you, as a man, you could sometimes, like, I don't always want to drive. I like driving, though.
mhm.
You know, I love driving, but sometimes maybe I don't want to drive. I'll let my girl drive.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Or if I'm in a relationship, or just small little things like that. But overall, the guy has to lead. And you said you've seen relationships where women are leading. Do they last?
I've seen it go both ways. I have seen it go both ways. And I've also seen relationships where guys lead and it fails. So it really is I do believe different things work for different people.
But in generality,
Majority
Can't
of people.
put generality or numbers on like emotions and personality.
50-50 doesn't work, though. Because I don't think you would even respect your man if it's 50-50.
Yeah, you're talking about
Oh, I
big energy, but like
Now, for me,
if he
Mhm.
said split the bills with me,
because you asked me in general about relationships, for me, what
Mhm.
do I prefer?
Mhm.
I would like to trust somebody to lead.
Mhm. You just haven't found him yet.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, so that's the problem.
I felt like I've put people in a position to lead, and
They let you down.
you damn bozo.
Yeah,
I could have did that better.
yeah.
So
So that's the
I
problem. You
would
haven't.
love to relax for a little bit.
Okay, so if you find that guy that you trust enough to relax and he's actually doing it, he tells you to change, you're gonna argue with him? You're gonna tell him no?
I just feel like that guy is not gonna say that.
Really?
I'm not gonna argue, but I am gonna be turned off.
Are you gonna tell him that?
For what? No. That
You
I have a
be-
bad problem of doing that.
Uh-huh.
I don't express certain shit like that. I just cut my losses in my head.
do you think you'll be turned off at that moment?
So you're bad at
or like in
communicating.
the future also?
Which one am I answering?
Sorry, that's just something I realized, because if you're not communicating with your partner, at the moment you're not having any
So-
issues, but later on down the road you will have. Because you're getting
I'm
turned
good
off.
with words, and I do shut myself down with expressing certain things at this point in my life. If I feel like, what's the point? I'm not going to. Now, if I'm invested in this,
Mhm.
then I'll attempt. If I
Gotcha.
see it's going nowhere, I'm pretty big on like, okay, this is not gonna work.
Gotcha. Do women know off rip if they're gonna take a guy seriously or not? Like when you meet a guy, do you say, "Wow, I like this guy, and I like everything so far that I see"?
I
I could-
know I can meet a guy and definitely say no.
Mhm.
And then I can meet a guy and be like, okay, this is a maybe.
Mhm.
But I'm definitely not somebody who moves fast.
Mhm.
So let's see where it goes tomorrow and next week.
Mhm.
But I could definitely tell off rip if it's, oh, this is no. There's no way in hell ever.
Basil, would you agree that men typically know how seriously they're gonna take a girl off
Just
the jump?
off first sight,
Yeah.
off first jump, like just having the first conversation with you, like we're gonna automatically know.
Yeah. And if a guy's giving you his time and energy and
Yeah.
like you'll know he likes you. And yeah, I feel like that's the difference between men and women typically. I just want to know. I mean, I'm not a woman, so I just want to know from your perspective if
Yes,
women
sir.
are allowed to do it as well, or if they're capable of it.
Like I said, I could tell when it's a no. I'd be like, oh,
Yeah, if the guy's not physically attractive, you probably know, right?
not just that. I've liked a
I'm
couple
telling you,
medium uglies in my life.
I'm telling you that guys typically can just look at a girl and know. And then once we talk, once she opens her mouth, we're like, okay, yeah, that matches how she looks. She's actually like pretty smart.
I've liked a couple medium uglies in my life.
Yeah.
So
Guys can be
my number one thing for me is chemistry. You could 6 feet tall.
So is he? If he's
So
you're
much
4'11",
money.
right?
I still
Okay. What if he's
Sorry.
4'10"? He has the best personality though.
4'10".
He's 4'10".
What are we about to tussle?
He's 4'10".
Arm wrestle?
Are you? But you just said it's all about chemistry, right? That's what you said.
You didn't let me finish.
Okay.
So you could have check off every box.
Mhm.
You let's exceed. Let's exaggerate. You could be a quadrillionaire.
Mhm.
You could be the finest looking man. You princess treatment. Great. You check off all these great things. But if we just don't connect, and the
Mhm.
word I use is chemistry, because sometimes we have a lot of things in common. We just don't, the puzzle don't match. It just does not connect.
Mhm.
I don't believe in force and energy. Like, it's not gonna work. You can try, it's not gonna work.
Mhm.
So chemistry is number one.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I'm not saying I don't want the other things, but there's no point in having the other things if you don't have chemistry. Like, chemistry is the only necessary 1,000% thing for sure.
Okay. All right. Cool. You want to read some of these chats, bro?
Yeah, we got a bunch.
All right.
Captain Caveman said, absolutely not. It's bad enough a guy is going to be looking at you when we're out in public. I don't want him seeing your titties. Them titties belong to me.
Is that small dick energy right there?
A little bit.
A little bit.
They belong to me. Ooh, okay.
All right. What's the next one, bro?
Nettie Bay says, I think it's all about respect. If she respects her man, she naturally would submit and listen to her man.
What's the next one, bro?
Fun size Neek said, what about if you met me? I don't get it. But, okay.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
Oh, I know what that is.
Yeah. Go ahead.
What about if you met me that way? Then what? I think she was talking about like how she said that man, what did she say? She said something about how like I don't even know how to word
She said a lot.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, we'll get back to that one. Katia said, okay, she's spitting. I understand.
Period.
And
Okay.
then she said, it's not really intimidating to them. It's just a problem you can simply avoid. It's like if you trust the locks on your car, would you still park your car in the hood?
That's a question for you.
Wait, what?
You
If
trust
the-
the locks on
What's
your
your
car.
favorite car? What's your favorite car? If you could have any car, what's your favorite car?
I like Mercedes.
Okay. But you have one right now.
I want a better one.
Okay. So you get that one, right?
Uh-huh.
And you take that to Patterson, New Jersey. And you
Wait,
know-
first of all, Newark is car theft capital.
I thought that was Patterson.
It's probably up
Okay,
there too.
but
yeah,
you
car
take it
theft
there.
capital.
But you locked the car though,
Okay.
right? You beeped it. You're walking away. Why are you gonna leave it there? What's gonna happen to it there? You know what's gonna happen to it there.
So what? I should just not.
Okay,
What's the
that's
point of having that nice car?
The
If I ain't
the
gonna
point
show it
the
off.
point is,
Explain.
why would you take it? Why would you put it in harm's way? That's all we're saying.
let me explain it in this way for
That's a
in a
bad
guy's
analogy.
perspective. Let's say I have a Lambo, right? Am I gonna leave my? I know the locks on my Lambo works perfectly.
Mhm.
I can lock the door. I know, and no way anyone's gonna get in. But I see 5 guys trying to break into my car. I'm not gonna sit there and watch them try to break in my car and be like, back the fuck up.
I'm also not gonna put a car cover over it. Y'all gonna see this nice ass shit. I'm just not gonna let you take it.
What?
I pay expense for it. Y'all gonna see this nice ass car,
Mm-hmm.
but you ain't finna take it.
But what do they try to take?
And the same way you gonna see this nice ass, these nice ass titties, but you ain't finna take it.
Like,
I need
you're-
him to have that energy.
So
Yeah,
for-
but you're 4'11.
So let me ask you a question.
Him to have the energy.
Okay, so
You
let
ain't
me.
finna take like I've stayed single.
All right,
long
so
enough.
okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, you want your guy to have big dick energy, right? That's what you said. That's not what I said, Chad. Don't come after me later. And you're at the club. This guy's like, yeah, wear whatever you want. I'm confident. I can take care of it, baby. Whatever happens, I'll take care of it. You're at the club and some guy grabs your ass, right?
Okay.
And now your man's about to confront that because that's what you like. You like that big dick energy, right? But that dude has like 3 boys literally coming up too to back up his boy. Now
I
your
told you I don't
man-
like no gangster.
But see, now
But
you're
that's not gangster. It's disrespect.
But somebody could do that if I have jeans on. It's happened.
But-
I'm gonna get tried. Somebody who got the balls to try, they're gonna try me in a turtleneck
Mhm.
and a fluffy onesie.
It's more likely
I
to
agree,
happen.
but it's
though,
more
if-
likely if you're wearing something slutty or sexy.
We're not gonna get through
And
to
then
her.
the slutty thing, I think I have my own sense. I'm not gonna wear some shit because he told me not to. I already have some sense like that I wouldn't wear regardless. Not because my man is telling me no, but like you know that whole trend where girls were showing the nipple.
There was a trend of that. I missed
It
it.
still is. Even like couple like I
Like
think
see-through
Rihanna
shirts?
started it. Like
Wait, they're just
see-through
showing
Yeah,
their.
it
with
was
the
just, like,
nipple
see-through,
showing
kinda.
and like the
I missed
rings,
it.
whatever.
Damn. Where was I?
They still be wearing them. Like
They're all single.
I would never do that.
Mhm.
But it's not because I just wouldn't feel comfortable with that. So I don't even feel comfortable with certain things, but it's not because a man told me not to.
Mhm.
I'm not doing it. So I need him to trust my judgment. Like we're good. We're gonna be good.
I mean, it's not about trust. It's not being insecure. It's about being territorial. Am I
It's
cool
about
with
being
the-
protective.
Am I cool with look, you're gonna get looked at even more if you're wearing booty shorts than some jeans or sweatpants.
Wait, if I'm wearing the sweatpants,
If you're wearing sweatpants and then you're wearing booty shorts, how much do you think how many more eyes do you think you're gonna get?
Yeah.
what kind of sweatpants?
Yeah.
Just
Um,
sweatpants, period. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
If a
she's
guy
not
can
budging,
see
bro.
skin,
She's not budging.
if a guy can see skin, he's gonna more likely to look at you.
I'm just saying it's never made a difference for me.
Do you like dressing like that though? Do you like showing
That's
off?
why I was saying I'm already not gonna wear certain
yeah.
stuff. But like I've worked in the club
Mhm.
with thongs and fishnets and a bra.
Mhm.
I don't think if I didn't get tried then, I'm not gonna get tried in a
So
dress.
so you worked at a club and no guy ever came up and tried you?
And grab me?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Man, I think that's different. You worked at the club. We know that you got people behind you.
But you guys do have security guards basically looking over you guys at all times. So that's different.
True.
Okay.
Oh, you work there? I'm saying like going to the club, like
No, I've worked in the club for a long time.
yeah, I'm talking about like going to the club like by yourself type thing with your girls.
I mean,
Okay. All right. How many relationships have you been in?
I was a long-term serial relationship girl from when I was 14 years old until I was 29.
Okay.
So 4.
4. And are you
They
single
were
now?
all 3-4 years. So basically I was in relationships from 14 to 29.
Okay.
And after my last breakup, which was more like a divorce,
Mm.
I decided like I really believe in healing, and I was in those back-to-back relationships, like maybe like single for a month and hop into another one,
Mhm.
Okay.
and long term. So I really feel like I needed to heal, like I needed to focus on myself because I was going to bring whatever negativity I picked up into my next relationship.
Yeah.
And
if you
I
didn't get a
took-
little toxic.
Yeah. And I took a long time like to put myself in a good headspace and just take care of myself. And then I also throughout that space, I got to know myself like a lot better. I know what I like. I know what I don't like. And I think that also helped me weed out shit that I know that's just not for me.
Get like the red flags.
red flags. And
What are your red flags?
Oof.
Oh, it's a long list.
I have a written list
Oh, yeah.
on my phone
Wait, of your red flags?
of what I want in a guy.
I know.
I
Man,
have a
okay.
written list, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like 1,000 things. But
And you haven't found this guy.
Damn.
I will never. It's like a perfect guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think if I found something around like 80% of that, it'd be
Yeah.
more realistic. But when it starts being more like 50, I'd be like, realistically,
Mm-hmm.
now we're forcing it.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want to be in
You
another
said
relationship.
1,000 things.
So what is your perfect guy?
Like, I want to pull up the list.
And then here in Miami,
Um,
you think you'll find one?
I actually have. I can't remember the last time I dated in my own city.
Yeah.
I meet people from everywhere else. I travel a lot. So no, it doesn't have to be in Miami.
All right. Cool. Cool. Well, that was a long,
What-
long answer.
Why did you break up with those other guys, or did they break up with you?
My last one broke up with me. All the other ones I broke up
And why did they break up with you?
with.
What did you do wrong in the relationship?
I think I lost my sense of self. So I did a lot wrong.
You lost your sense.
Can you tell
I
us one
lost-
thing
Can you
you
explain?
can you tell us like one
So
actual
I
thing? though?
think my first 3 relationships being my high school and then 2 college and then my post college.
Mhm.
So 4 relationships in total. I think my first 3 were so bad that I forced the relationship with the 4th.
Mhm.
I think he clearly didn't want to be in a relationship in the beginning. I stuck around and then we become a thing for years.
Mhm.
And I lost my sense of self when I put him ahead of everything. And that's I think that will become kind of unattractive to a guy after a while. Like, where's the bad bitch I met? Like, no.
Nah.
No, that sounds great. Actually,
You said your flaw was
Yeah.
you gave yourself.
Like you
Yeah.
gave yourself the. like,
It was. I
that
think-
sounds great.
yeah, like listen.
So you wouldn't be like, okay, there's this girl here, and you'd be like, your favorite color is blue, and I'd be like, mine too. And all of a sudden, I
How's
start
that putting
wearing
him
blue.
Oh,
It's an
I see what
example.
you're
I
saying.
started wearing blue because you like blue. I'm vegetarian,
Mhm.
but you eat burgers. All of a sudden, I eat burgers too because you eat burgers. I think that's kind of annoying.
W woman.
No,
Huh?
she's getting on your program.
That's,
That's-
Yeah.
that's not kind of annoying. I don't want no guy
No.
like that either. I think I lost my sense of
course not.
self. I feel like I liked him more than he liked me throughout our whole relationship.
Mhm.
When
It
we
has
were
to be
good,
like that.
we were great. We were couple goals, like we were great. And then we weren't. And he distanced himself. Our issue wasn't cheating, our issue wasn't money, our issue after a while we drifted. It was lack of connection. And when I felt him drifted, I held on. Like, which made
Drifted
me
in
look
what way? If you were doing everything, like why would he?
How old was he? Damn, you don't remember his age?
2 years. I'm trying to remember
Oh,
our ages
okay.
then. When I was 29 when we broke up, I was about to be 29. So he was 32,
Mhm.
maybe. I don't remember if he's 2
Was-
years or
Was
3
he a
years
guy
older
that
than
could
me.
get girls? Like, how did y'all drift
So
apart?
you know
said
what's
you were
so
on his
crazy?
program.
That's literally his prime, though.
You
Yeah.
know what's so crazy? He was a guy I thought was a god then, like was great. But nowadays I wouldn't even look at a guy like him.
Yeah, because you already know all his flaws.
No, just I feel like I'm out of his league.
Yeah, I was about to say you felt you outgrew him.
Oh, for sure, 1,000%. I'm out of his league, and I think that was an issue.
I mean, it sounds
True.
like that because if like, why would he leave you? Like, if you were on his program, like I'm using you to like
He
become
broke
the
up
most
with you?
successful guy ever.
He broke up with you, but you're out of his league?
He did. I'm out of his league now,
Hmm.
for sure. Then maybe I subjected. I wanted to be in love. I
Mhm.
think I forced something with somebody that I wasn't compatible with in the first place.
Okay.
And like I have no hatred towards him.
Mhm.
Like I'd dap him up if I saw him.
Mhm.
No, that is.
But out of his league, like monetarily, status.
Both.
Physical looks?
Mindset,
Was
like,
he
what is it?
Also,
really?
everything.
So after 4 years, when did you find that out? Just when he dumped you?
Maybe years after.
Wow.
Like, yes, I know now because I helped him build.
Mhm.
Like
Is he good now?
he
Is he successful?
Yes, he had a career, but he was starting his career kind of like when we started, and then I helped
Gotcha.
him build.
What's successful? Like financial? Like what's?
I mean, are you asking me if he was successful financially?
Yeah.
He did okay when I met him. He was the beginning of his career, and he rose to do very well.
So
By the time we broke up.
150K plus.
And it's just like, oh, I got some money now.
Yeah.
He want to go have fun. He wants to be single. He wants to live that life that he never lived. I get it.
Was that
I don't-
during the relationship he wanted to go have fun, or after?
He wanted to. He told me he was like, I want to be single, and
Oh.
he was single for
Nah,
a while.
he wanted to live a single life. He didn't want to be single.
He didn't want to be single.
You were
He-
doing everything. If you were cooking and cleaning and I come home and you suck my dick, like, bro, I'm not pressed at all. And like I told you off air, if you're bringing girls home to me, why would I ever leave you?
Oh, I ain't bringing. No.
See, yeah.
Okay,
So then
so
there's
so
that.
don't you think that's a flaw? in
Are you a
your
feminist?
factor?
Do you really?
A feminist is somebody who thinks women are equal to men. I'm
Mhm.
probably sexist. I think women are better than men.
Okay, here that's so I understand now. Because even you said the wage gap, which is bullshit. If anything, women make more than men in the same jobs.
Pretty women or all women? Older women? You're talking about a specific group of women make more money.
No, I mean, the wage gap is only a thing because
It's
men
literally-
work
If
harder
y'all talk
jobs.
numbers, it's literally a thing.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
but men work more than women though, typically.
Correct. And it's
Women
usually
have
harder
to
jobs.
work harder to get there. I even said in
Not
the
true.
concierge.
Affirmative
Oh,
action.
Such a lie.
even in the concierge business,
Mhm.
I'm one of the few girls who do
Mhm.
what I do. A lot of my competitors are male.
And men
You
have
wouldn't
more
s-
connections.
I had to work twice as hard to make these connections because guess what? A lot of these clients, they want to fuck me, not do business with me.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to demand that respect. I have to cut losses like, oh no, this guy's just finna try it and get my draws. He doesn't want to do business with me. These guys get respected off rip because they're men.
Mhm.
So
I disagree.
I lived it. I mean,
No, I'm saying like at least you're in the door.
Yeah, like you, if anything, you have it easier than the guy. You're literally born with your value. Like you literally could go up to any guy, he's gonna want to have a conversation with you.
pretty
Yeah.
privilege is a thing. I
Okay.
1000% accept pretty privilege is a thing.
And you
Look,
use it
look
to
at
your advantage.
OnlyFans.
Have you not?
Even subconsciously, yes,
Mhm.
it's a thing.
So
And that's statistics too. Like people look at people and they will give them a job because their appearance is better than the next person.
Have you benefited from that?
1000%.
Okay.
I recognize my privilege.
so it's easier.
Do you think a guy will get a job because he's pretty
No.
or handsome?
No, but he will get a job because he's a guy.
That's a lie. It's hard.
Now, there's females who he will get a job because he's a guy. There's females who aren't as blessed in the looks department.
I promise you, I've never gone to a job interview and they were like, "Oh, you're a guy, you're hired."
Yeah, that's just not a thing.
It's not.
By law, it's the opposite. They have to. I don't know if it's called affirmative action or what it is on war, but there's a law for
Mhm.
big business and corporate. They have to hire women instead of them.
Yes.
There's quotas.
And they have to hire Black people and Hispanic people.
Mhm.
That doesn't mean that is their first choice. They have to. That doesn't mean that's what they want to do. And in a lot of places,
Not the minorities, but the women, yeah.
a lot of places, people are gonna pick
Okay.
white over Black.
Okay, just a
And in
quick
most
point.
places, you're gonna pick a man over a girl, right? Would you not? Because they work harder. If you what you're saying is we live in a capitalism government, right? In U.S. and America. So wouldn't I just go for the women? I could pay them less if they do a better job. Like why wouldn't I just pick all women and I
Right.
could look at these beautiful women all day?
Because business is business, and at the end of the day, you can look at all these beautiful women, but you
And I get to pay them less.
assume that men are gonna bring you more money. You assume
They will bring. you
she's
money.
too pretty. Nobody's gonna take her serious in court. Her ass is too fat. No jury's gonna take that serious if she's the lawyer. That exists.
No, I think that's just a victim mindset, or not even a victim. You're like,
Yes.
you're putting that in your head. That's what it is, but it's
No,
not.
I've used pretty privilege to my damn like best. Like I've
Mhm.
I've
Yeah.
used it. I can't even speak this as personally for myself because I've said I've used pretty privilege. Now think about the most unattractive female you know.
Think about how hard she has it.
She got to work hard
Mm-hmm.
twice as men. Because if a man is ugly, that don't matter.
She still has a.
I mean, men gotta work hard regardless.
yeah, but
But she, an ugly, overweight
Mhm.
female, has to work twice as hard because she's an ugly, overweight female.
An ugly, overweight guy has it worse than an ugly, overweight woman, though.
For a job?
Yeah, that's why
Life.
most hobos are men.
Just life, period.
That's because y'all not as bright.
No,
No.
a guy to just fuck
women
anything.
women are also protected a lot more in society. There's not as many homeless women as there are men. There's not as many incarcerated women as there are men.
You're smarter.
No,
Not all of us. No.
It's not that. I will give you this: the highest IQ person in the world is actually a woman. I will give you that. But
Very book smart.
you guys get a little bit more leeway in life than men do. Like if you and I were to commit the same crime and we both get arrested, you think they're gonna go harder on me or you?
Hopefully you.
It's a fact though. They're gonna go much harder on me. And I see this all the time with speeding tickets.
But do
You think a guy's getting off a speeding ticket because he winks his eyes and flirts with a cop? It's not happening.
The world has double standards, and men understand this, and women don't.
There's only one benefit.
The world does have. Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
The world has double standards. Do I agree it's right? No, but do I agree it's reality? Yes.
Okay, so it should be reality on the wage gap. What you're
It's
saying?
not though.
Okay,
It is.
Look,
It
all right.
should be.
So listen.
It's not.
I was in the military. Caitlin back there was in the military. We don't want women in the front lines. So you understand? Would you want women in the front lines?
If she could fight better than if that.
Can she?
You
though?
know, you know
not
for a
all of
fact.
them. Not all of them.
Not one is.
But maybe that G.I. Jane is better. No, you know, everybody
I
know
know
that
for
one little
100%.
dweeb guy that she could lift more than him. Like,
No.
G.I. Jane is fictional, by the way.
you get. I said a
Nah.
typical G.I. Jane
Mhm.
type of girl.
Lifting and doing physical, being in the front lines is two different things.
Okay.
And for every GI Jane, there's like 100 guys that can.
Somebody told me before women shouldn't be firefighters
Yeah.
because a woman cannot save you from a burning.
If I'm in a burning building, are you gonna go in there and carry me out?
I can't save you.
You're
I
4'11".
am the statistic. I cannot save you. I cannot be a firefighter. No.
Okay.
And then I've seen some frail ass men that cannot either.
What's the typical height for a
Majority-
woman?
Maybe
I think it's
taller
5'4".
than me.
Average is 5'4".
5'4", 5'5". What's the typical weight for a woman that size, that height?
I don't know.
You think she's going into a building carrying a grown ass man out the building?
And statistically, numbers wise, more men are going to have the more physical capability. More.
Okay, so you would do
But
the harder jobs.
Definitely not all.
So you would have to do the harder jobs, which pay more.
Like I know.
Correct. So that's the wage gap. So you're playing
I-
into what we're saying.
Yeah, I just don't understand why it's so hard for you to accept that, because
Everything you're saying. is
women
like, go-
benefit from so many double standards. Guys only really benefit from one. And that's the fact that society tells us that if we sleep with multiple women, we're actually, we're applauded.
But women
Opposed to women,
benefit from double standards if you have pretty privilege.
you guys benefit from
Not
all the double
all
standards.
Women.
Give me one double standard that you guys don't benefit from, except for the one I just named. What's one double standard that you guys don't benefit from?
Getting cheated on.
I just said that.
I did.
Yeah. Give me another one. You guys benefit from everything.
The damn
Yes.
wage gap. Not
That's
every
not
girl.
real.
Hold on.
The wage gap is
Not
not
every
real.
Girl is gonna be a pretty girl that's gonna get taken care of. Like someone you got to fiend for yourself. Don't nobody want to pay your bills.
No, some dude will.
Even the ugly girls are getting taken care of out here. There's girls out here that are using the same sugar daddy. One sugar daddy might have like 10 girls under his belt. It would be really hard, even if I tried. I'm not trying to, but even if I tried to find a sugar mama out here, it would be really hard for me to find one. If you're out there though, hit me up.
No, I have an example. Like in college, most of the STEM field is men, right? Are we telling
Yeah.
women not to be in the STEM field? No, they're actually incentivized to go in there. Like there's whole programs for just women in STEM. And once you get out of college, you're guaranteed a job because you're a woman in STEM, and women still don't do it.
That's actually a fact.
Interesting.
And women still don't do it.
They don't want to do the hard jobs.
ain't
You
gonna do
don't
it.
want to build a building. You don't want to go to the coal mine.
You don't want to build
Do
a
you?
bridge.
Do I?
I don't either.
I was about to say, do you?
Am I?
A lot of men don't want to do that either.
But they do it because it needs to be done.
That's not why they do
if
it.
all men, if no, they do it because they have to.
Yeah, they do it because they have to.
Not
If
because it has to be done. Because
The
Make the money.
girl's not gonna do it.
do you think if all men stop working today, do you think women would still continue to build this? There's a building right next to us that's being built. Do you think women are gonna be like, well, the men are doing it, so we have to do it? You think the women are gonna do it?
I think women would
maybe
not
like-
fail as a society. I think we'd get it done. I
So
think
Really?
we would
if
get
the
it
men
done.
just
I
sit here-
wouldn't build it,
Mhm.
but I know there's some women out there that they
Mhm.
would.
Yeah,
like,
there's a few, but if all the women that did want to build that building come here, what happens to the rest of the city?
wait, what?
Okay.
This is
Why don't the women go to the coal mine?
Is there a thing that there's?
I'm asking.
All right,
why-
man, let's read some of
Like,
these.
I don't
like,
even know no
comments,
men
man.
in no
Yeah,
coal
I
mine.
don't.
Let's read some of
Come
these
on,
comments,
like,
bro.
you
Let's
know,
read some of
everyone
these
in the
comments.
coal
You know
mine.
damn well that's a
Do you
guy's
know people in
going
the
down
coal
there.
mines?
No, I
We're not
know,
talking
but I
about
know it's a
knowing the
guy.
Zero
person.
knowledge.
We're-
But I know it's a guy.
All right, let's read some of these comments, man.
All right. Let's see.
Come on.
There's a lot. Of them.
Conceited ass.
Shit.
What are the main things that causes men to lose interest in women?
Good question. Basil?
Being delusional.
I feel like I love those.
We love
Y'all
those
love
for
delusional
yeah,
for
airheads.
fun.
I'll fuck you.
We love them
but
for fun only.
after that, you're done.
Because think about it. If you're with a girl who's delusional, yeah, that's fun in the beginning. You know how in the beginning they say that when you meet someone, you're like, oh yeah, that's cute. You know, their little red flags are cute. And then after like a month, you're like, yeah, that's actually really fucking annoying.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how we feel about those girls. Any other
Next
comments? Bro?
question. When do men know their true intentions with a woman?
I said it already off
Yeah.
rip.
Off the first conversation. I
did
don't want to
say
say
that,
off
yeah.
rip.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to say off site. Off first
Yeah.
conversation.
You can speak to someone on the phone, not meet them yet, and know if
Yeah.
they're special.
Exactly.
Now, question: has there been? You'd be like, oh no, this person's popping. I could see something with them, and then as you get to know them more, you're like, oh no.
Yeah, that happens too.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I
But
guess
off
what
rip, we're gonna know if we just want to
if
fuck.
yeah,
strictly
off
fuck.
rip, we as guys know if we're gonna take them seriously.
Yeah.
Like if we want to,
You're
like
gonna like take the chance.
yeah,
Like,
Like,
like I put a sex category. Okay, there might be a change
Mhm.
category.
yeah.
Nobody's ever escaped the sex category, and you'd be
No,
like,
I haven't had a
damn, I
girlfriend.
kind of like this girl.
I mean, he's 20 though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I haven't
But
had a
here's the
girlfriend.
thing: as a guy, typically, we know. Okay, I could. You know, like okay, I like this girl. I don't know what it is. It's like a meter for us. Okay, I really like her. I'd take her seriously, and then as you get to know her, you're like, oh, you know what? I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. Or maybe she'll just show you one thing that turns you off, and
think
boom,
that's normal.
you know. But typically, guys know immediately.
I think that's fair.
And you know what's funny about it is that it's almost always physical for guys. You can have a good like conversation, but I don't think guys typically would entertain a girl that's butt ugly. I'm not gonna sit here and talk to a girl
So
that I think
how-
is ugly.
I'd be wondering, like,
I'm-
have you
I'm being
ever
serious.
seen some like somebody, I guess, of high value, and I've seen them with very not attractive, and I'd be like, maybe they're attracted to them.
Maybe it just
How
took them
did
a
this
while to
happen?
get there. I don't think.
Did they know
Wait,
each
why
other
do you
from
think
like?
he's high value? Because he has money? Because that doesn't mean
I was
high
giving
value.
an example,
Mhm.
a high value. I'm not even thinking about anybody like in specific.
Okay.
Mhm.
Like, have you seen a high value man?
But an ugly
With-
chick,
Girl?
I
yeah.
haven't.
Yeah, you have. I've seen it. too.
When you said
when
yeah, I
went
have.
to- yeah. When
Who?
I went to Fresh and Fit, but don't say his name.
No. Who? No, let me
Yeah, I
know.
don't want to say
The
like
only
anybody's
guest
name.
that
either.
sat in the chair.
Oh,
yeah.
the-
Don't say.
But do you think that
No,
person thought
ho,
she
He
was
was,
there?
he was a billionaire.
Hold
The girl was,
up,
I
hold
don't
up.
know.
We're not gonna do that to her. From 1 to 10, what was she to you?
a 4. I can't.
She was a 4.
Yeah, I couldn't even.
I
give her a
remember
5.
seeing her because I went up to her and spoke to her. I spoke to him too. He's the owner of a huge company.
He's a billionaire.
And she was average, bro.
Okay, but do you think he thought she was popping?
But here's the thing: she could be average and have so many other good traits. We'll settle for that.
But do you think he thought she was pretty? Because sometimes people got weird like taste.
Thought
I'm
she-
just gonna say who it
She
was,
could have
bro.
been there before he came up too.
Yeah.
I'm.
I mean,
No. He came with that girl.
No, I'm saying
No,
before
like-
he came up.
Oh, I
he
see
had
what you're
money.
saying. Okay, like she could have been with him while he was building
I
him.
mean, there's no.
You know,
point to
okay,
say the name.
I'm just gonna
No,
say who
it's
it is,
not
bro.
the point. There's no reason to bring the name up.
He's,
you don't know the girl.
all right. Well, the
Don't know
point
the
is that that was an average girl, bro. And an average girl, if she has like the mentality and she has the good traits, yeah, that's a good girl. You can be average, and if you have like, if you cook, you clean, you're gonna take care of me.
If you're bringing me girls home, like
You're
again,
like
like
a
it's
your
like,
main
you're
thing.
not replaceable.
That's his thing. But I'm saying is like, if
I
you're
mean, no, I'm
if
just saying
you're
it's not replaceable.
if you're a 5 and you're doing all the other stuff, the wifey stuff, yeah, you're like a 10. Because most likely the 10s aren't even gonna want to do that, especially here in Miami. You
Modern
think
feminism.
you know?
I
How,
don't think that's feminism.
hold up.
though.
You know how many girls we meet every single day in this building? There's gorgeous women in this building, like TikTokers. Some of them are strippers. We don't know them. We go in the elevator, we see gorgeous women. Do I feel like one of those women would come and cook and clean for me and take care? Hell no. That girl's looking for Jimmy Butler, who's upstairs. You know what I mean? So
But I feel like people will assume that about me, and that's not true.
I don't know.
I think your assumptions, I mean, you
What was
miss
the-
every shot you don't take, right? Your assumptions is going to cause you to miss out on, I guess, all the what could have been. Yes, there's a probability, there's a chance, but there's also a chance that same pretty girl don't want to deal with certain shit that comes with.
But
them
for me,
kinda
it's
people.
like the way she's dressed. Like I just saw one in the elevator just now. I know by the way she's dressed. I'm like, oh yeah, I already know what type of life she's living. You can tell.
What, she got a designer or something?
No, it's like the big stripper shoes, the short skirt, her butt cheeks were showing. She's got tight, her boobs are out. Like I can already tell what type of
You
time
can
she's
tell
living.
what from a girl's
Yeah,
mentality.
I can already tell.
what
I'm
she
telling you, a
wears.
girl like that is not gonna come in here and want to do all those things.
Miami's not a real place, y'all.
Well, that's true. We're talking about Miami here. Anwar, I know we have a whole bunch of chats waiting, bro. You want to go ahead and read them?
Yeah, Captain Caveman said, I can hear it in her tone that she's a combative woman.
Most nonchalant person you'll ever meet.
Really? Are you combative?
I don't like to argue.
Yeah, you did say that earlier that you would keep your mouth,
Yeah.
your,
I don't like
She'll
to
just be
argue.
turned off, but she won't say nothing.
yeah.
I don't like.
But
to
in your
argue.
mind, you're arguing though.
It's not. It's bad because this is not something I take pride in. It takes a lot for me to actually care,
Mhm.
and I live in my own. Yeah, I live in my own world, like in my head. So it's like I'm not about to argue with you.
So a guy turns you off and is like, let's have sex. What are you doing?
If I want to have sex, I'm gonna have sex. If I don't, I don't.
Did,
But you
did
turned off.
have you ever been in a relationship and stayed in a relationship because of the sex?
It can get, if it's that good, it could get a little, like, the lines get a little blurry. Like, do I like him? Is it this?
Digmatized.
Yup. You be
Yeah.
having to, like, hold on, what do I like about this person?
Gotcha.
Oh,
Okay.
damn, that's what that is. That's a thing.
He just
It's a
learned
thing.
something about himself.
It's the
Shit.
thing.
All right, go ahead and read the other ones, bro.
Captain Caveman says a woman's gonna get catcalled, yes, regardless of what she's wearing, but it's less likely the more conservative she dresses.
Yeah, I said that. We said that earlier.
Live in my shoes.
And W Islam. All right. Natty Bay says the more I hear her talk, the more I realize it's about leverage. If she's dating a guy who cares about his image and his last name, like Andrew Tate or Ronaldo, she's shutting up and listening 100%.
I'd be wifed up to a billionaire by now if that was the case.
I mean, could
Have you
do
dated a
attract to
millionaire?
I've dated, when I say dated, not serious relationship, with
You guys
people
were just
with
having
a
sex.
lot of money.
But what's with a millionaire?
Wait, hold on. You were just having sex?
Situationship.
Mhm.
You were just having sex. Why didn't they take you seriously?
Why didn't?
Combative?
Who said it was them?
Oh, it was you.
Who said it was?
Why
them?
didn't you take them
that's-
seriously?
So he's trying
Like
to get
what
a
he just
relationship.
said, I was like, if that was the case, I could have been like, if I submit to certain ranked men, I could have been.
Let's keep it honest.
These bills could have been paid.
But you just
Okay,
said
let's
3
keep it
months.
honest.
Hmm.
Go ahead. Let's keep it honest.
Go
The reason
ahead.
why you didn't settle with them is because you knew what type of lifestyle came with them,
And I'm not.
and you
You
don't want
can't-
that,
I can't be bought. I wish I could.
right?
I wish I could,
Yeah.
y'all. Next life,
Yeah.
y'all could buy me. This one, no.
So what you're saying is
I can't be
but
bought.
you knew.
So
you knew
I
what came
don't
with
give
it.
a shit.
The threesomes. The
Not the cheating, the threesomes, you gonna talk to me however you want because you got. I don't give a shit.
Mhm.
Like, I value myself. Like,
Okay.
so if you make me feel smaller than what I am or less of a person, I'm not gonna do. I don't care. Like, you, all the Chanel in the world, I don't care. I wish I did. If I knew how to like,
Oh, so from what you're saying, like you're acting like he's not really a high value man, or the way you're projecting him.
they could be the most high value man in the world, but if you don't give me a certain amount
Okay,
of
so
respect,
what's a high value man to you? Because a high value man is a guy that knows how to respect a woman. He's gonna have that trait. So what's a high value man to you? Again, is it just financial? Because financial doesn't
no,
mean
it's
you're high
not just
value.
financial. Like,
So explain it.
I don't even know how to meet broke men. Like,
Because the way you're talking, that guy is
That's
wasn't
easy.
high
Just go
value.
outside.
He had a terrible mentality.
Do you have anyone in mind that's high value?
She's probably not gonna name no names.
nah, not related to me. Just like as an example,
Yeah.
Yeah. Is Andrew Tate high value?
Would
it's not even like a for real. Like, I wouldn't even look his way.
that
who
was
plays
the
for the
question.
Knicks, bro?
What-
Carmelo Anthony, is he high value?
His cheating ass.
What is he high value?
Yeah.
Is he high value? Yes or no?
See, we're pitting and patting like
I'm trying to like.
There's no one in the world you think is high value?
There's plenty high value, but it just depends.
To you.
What's Sierra boyfriend?
Sierra's boyfriend?
husband.
Russell Wilson?
Yeah, he's great.
Interesting.
he's high value.
Oh,
That simp guys.
a lot
that
of-
little beta is a high value.
That's high
I
value.
guess if
The-
that's simping, I love
he
it.
has big dick energy, huh?
I think so. I think he's confident.
Fuck
yeah.
out of here.
I mean, I guess.
he's raising another man's kids,
Okay.
and
The kid's name is Future.
Girls raise guys' kids.
it's not just that, but
He's a father energy. That shit's fucking
but-
amazing.
But you know how many
But
times he got
Future's-
embarrassed by her?
yes, and Future blatantly disrespects him
And-
by saying
and all we hear is da 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 da, and it's literally he is fucking this bad bitch every day. Like nobody gives.
And he's
It's
taking
like a
care of the
mosquito
kid.
over there.
nah.
Yeah, that's his baby. He
I
love
don't-
him. At
But
this
but
point.
think about the embarrassment that comes with that. Like as a man,
No, you feel embarrassed if you're insecure. You feel nothing. This is irrelevant. This is we don't
no,
even
that is
see you.
embarrassing. Whether you feel it or not, it's still embarrassing.
Mm,
Like if
you have to feel embarrassment to be embarrassed.
okay, I see what you're saying with that. But like if I'm dating a girl, right? And she has kids with a famous rapper, and he's constantly talking about it, by the way. He
Yeah.
does not shut up. Like, trust me, he does not shut. You
It
know,
literally makes the guy who's talking is the one who look corny,
Okay,
not him.
but like what guy wants to deal with that anyways?
what is
And
he
he's a
even
he's a
dealing
high
with?
value man, by the way. Right? That's what you said. Financially is what I'm saying. But the way he acts, I don't think that's high
It's
value.
not high value.
Plus, like, he could get any girl he wanted if he was high value.
He could get any girl.
Why would he get a girl with a
A
kid?
kid.
Yeah. And Sierra's nobody now.
A woman having a kid makes her less.
Her value went down already.
Huh?
If right now you're single, correct?
I am.
Do you have any kids?
I do not.
Okay. Right now, if you were single and you had 2 kids, you think you still have the same value
I don't. If I'm paying
To a man.
they
to a
taken
man? That's
care
what I'm
of.
saying. No, why are you're being so argumentative?
No, I'm
Wait,
trying to
this is simple
understand your
math.
point of view.
No, she's trying to see where the next question is going.
If I pay for daycare, like no, I'm saying like to a man, you're not as valuable anymore. I hate
And
to say
this,
it.
the question is: this to a man who doesn't have kids as well, or to a man who?
Just in general.
possibly-
Man, period.
Just in general.
Because I've seen men look for, oh, I have a kid, so I'd rather the next woman I date to have a kid too. So
That's small though. That's very
So-
rare.
is that rare?
Yeah, that's minorities.
Hmm.
Yeah. Most men don't want women to have kids.
Why would we want a woman to have a kid from another guy?
I think in general, men just don't want extra baggage. You can
Yeah.
call it insecure, like in terms of
Well,
having other men deal
you
with
would
you.
call
I
that
can see
insecure.
that. I can
Yeah,
see
you
that.
would
No,
call it.
I don't. I prefer to date men who don't have kids.
Yeah, there's a reason why.
It's like on my list.
Mhm.
Will I fold to it if he's worth it? Yes.
Mhm.
But I rather not
Exactly.
because I don't want to deal with certain shit.
Yeah, but women.
Now,
Women will put up with it. but
Yeah,
men won't.
women are more likely to put up with a guy's kids than a man. I'm a guy. If I'm dating a girl that has kids, that kid's gonna annoy me. Depending on what age he is, he's gonna annoy me. I'm not gonna want to have anything to do with a kid.
And as a woman, and you and your kid, you're coming into a man's life.
Yeah.
Oh, a man is never coming into your life. You're coming into a man's life.
As a woman, you're more likely to want to get attached to that kid. As a man, we don't really care, to be honest. A guy would do it though, if he wants to make it work, but typically no. I'm just saying we have a whole bunch of comments we haven't read, man. You want to read them?
Yeah, I got you.
All right.
Let's see. Lost the mouse.
She's hard to crack, man.
Yeah. I mean, just hold on.
I'm enjoying the conversation.
I just want to go to like an animal instinct level,
Bro.
When lions go to this is your quote. This is your quote. So I'll let you.
I always say like nature shows us best. When lions go into a pride, the first thing they do is not have sex with the women. They literally go and kill all the babies. They kill all the cubs. There's a reason why.
It's giving school shooter vibes. What's the reason?
No. It's
killing the cubs.
It's because they want to make sure that the kids they're raising are only their cubs. That lion has to put his life on the line every single day, even if it's against 2 or 3 other lions that are trying to come into his pride. He has to go fight, and he's not going to sacrifice himself for another lion's kids. It's just the way it is, and it happens all over the animal kingdom.
This is why
Plus-
women are superior. Y'all think like animals.
No. When you're a guy, like
It's just instincts, though.
no, when
right?
you're a man, you take care of someone else's kid. Like there's always a chance that kid's not even gonna appreciate that. They could go back to their original.
It's just
father.
unnecessary.
So how do y'all feel about adoption? It's
I
so
don't really-
far fetched. The idea, like
Nah.
I don't know. My father was raised by a stepfather,
Mhm.
which was my step grandfather, and until the day he died, my step grandfather never had any kids of his own, and he raised
couldn't.
by the time he
Let's be honest.
married
though.
my grandmother,
Mhm.
she had 5 kids.
Mhm.
So she had
God
5
damn.
kids by her husband, and
Mhm.
he left her. He cheated on her. He
Mhm.
left her for somebody else. Now she has 5 kids,
Mhm.
and this is who knows when. This is damn what 70s.
Do you think that was
60s? I don't
smart?
know.
Be honest.
What part?
The fact that he started dating.
Bro, they was the nicest love
Okay,
story I've
okay.
ever like heard in my life till the
Okay.
day they died. One
That's-
like broken heart syndrome, like till the day they died.
That's great, but do you think it
Cute as
was
hell.
smart?
If that shit bought him eternal happiness, hell yeah, for him, yes.
Okay.
It was
It
cute.
sounds like that movie, the Journal.
It was like a
Which-
movie. It was like
It was like the
Bro,
Journal.
so it's if it's worth it. So let's put
The
it in this
Notebook?
perspective. I had
Notebook.
a,
you've never watched it because that movie is
he always
nothing to do
uses
with
he
that.
does that.
Yeah.
He's trolling. But let's say I have a,
Like you talk about power,
I
like
have a
you've
journal
never
right here.
watched it.
No, I've watched Power. It was a long time ago. I don't remember if it was a drug dealer. I just know he had a club.
think
Yeah.
about it in this way. Let's say I have $1 million and there's there's only a 2% chance, but I could win $5 billion. But the other 98%, I lose everything for like next 10 years. I'll be broke. I'll be homeless. Is it worth it?
Percentage wise, no, but you gotta be that. If it's 2%, the 2% exists.
It's smart.
And now,
Is it
okay,
smart?
now do I think I am that 2% ass person?
Is it smart?
But every girl thinks they're that 2%.
Yeah, but they're not.
Okay, but you think
But
it's
every
smart?
girl that's come on here thinks they're that 2%.
Why can't you answer the question? Is it smart?
What was your question? Is it smart?
Yeah.
Probability wise?
Is it smart? Period.
To juggle, no. I'm one of those people. I
So
think,
no,
with,
it's
my, I
not
think with
smart.
my heart. I don't think with my brain. And it's worked so far. So
Yo, so we have
So
a comment.
guy.
Go ahead.
All right, you said your grandmother had 5 kids
5
already.
kids. Her youngest was
Okay,
1,
and
which
you-
was my father.
And you know how expensive kids are, so it was smart for him to put himself in that situation.
If it literally bought him eternal
He
happiness.
didn't know it was gonna bring him internal
He
happiness.
didn't know that.
He did not know. So was
Okay.
it smart for him to take that investment?
That's also very
It
rare.
came out
It's an
smart for
investment.
him. It
It's an
could have been.
investment.
It could have failed.
But was it
was
smart?
for him? Yes.
But that-
He didn't know that situation.
that's
was
also
gonna
very
happen,
rare.
play out like that.
10 times out of 10, that's not going to happen.
Like,
Oh, I
he
agree.
can't
I
see the
completely
future.
agree.
He can't see the future. So
And he
in that
took a
moment, was
risk
it smart?
and he won.
That's not a smart investment, though.
Yeah, he's just trying to say that it wasn't a smart investment. I get it. He won.
I get.
He
what
won the
you're
lottery.
saying.
So it's not smart, but he
But
won.
yes, he won.
Yeah.
So
So
can
once
you
he
admit that
won-
it's not smart, though?
kudos to your
No,
grandmother, though.
she
That was
can't.
your grandmother, right?
My grandmother.
You're-
yeah.
okay, kudos
Yeah,
to her.
kudos,
So she
kudos.
clearly must have been a really good woman, too, though. Because I don't think a guy stays with a
So,
woman like that.
Get this. He was in love with her from when they were like growing up.
Damn, so she didn't even take him first.
When they were growing up, they distanced, didn't see each other for like
Oh,
over
that does
a
sound like the
decade.
Journal.
It's the Notebook.
Yeah, that does
and
sound
that
like The
doesn't
Notebook.
sound like
That sound like Forrest Gump.
Oh, y'all ain't watch y'all movies, but
What you mean? He wanted Jenny. Jenny went off to do her
Jenny
thing.
was going crazy.
Yeah, and then she
Wait.
came back.
My grandmother literally got married and had 5
Wait,
kids.
Jenny. Oh, hold on. Jenny had a whole phase and came back.
Yes.
No, Jenny was just
Nah,
loose.
Forrest
Wait,
Gump.
hold on. You didn't tell us this part.
Jenny caught HIV.
No. But they were
I didn't
cool.
watch
They
that
had
movie.
a thing.
I don't know.
They had a thing at first, right?
Oh.
No, he said he like
grandmother-
he like
the
crushed
No,
on
they-
her.
No.
They-
She never wanted him.
Yeah.
They didn't have a thing. Like my grandmother.
okay.
this
He
is back
didn't
in the
want
day.
him.
Is
He
it
didn't
fair,
want him, right?
Is it fair to say
So
that guy was a simp?
I love this. I love this. I
Wait,
love
who didn't
this.
want what? I'm losing you.
All right, so when your grandmother and I guess who is it? Your step grandfather,
Okay.
when they met each other, they were what? This was high school, correct?
I don't know correct ages. I just
Okay,
know the
but it
story
was-
is when they were
young, they
This
knew each
is-
other.
Mind you, this is Brazil. This is back in the day. Small town people.
Okay, and they weren't in a relationship.
No, it was like unpure. Even if you dated anybody, like
He
you
was just crushing on
Think
her.
about how
He was
wrong that
crushing-
is,
he was
though.
just
date
crushing.
you're a virgin and you marry,
Okay, so
and
why
like
didn't he
that's
date?
how
Why
it
didn't
was.
he date? Why didn't they date?
They
She didn't
distanced
want him.
themselves. No,
He
they
didn't.
were young. Nobody was rich in this story. Like
No,
nobody.
bro.
but your grandmother didn't want him.
At first.
That's what you said, right?
I
when they
know
were
they
young.
This
distanced
guy
themselves.
waited.
I don't know. I just know
Just had to take the breadcrumbs.
when my grandfather was alive, he used to say like I always had a thing for her.
Yeah, that's fine.
Now
Oh, so
I don't
he
know if
admitted-
maybe they
okay.
were too young. I don't know. Like I know they
She was
distanced
dating.
themselves.
She dated somebody else.
He literally just said,
And-
like you just said, he wanted her his whole life.
Yeah, but what if he was
As-
like 9? I don't freaking know.
No,
That
the
doesn't
point
matter.
is that she didn't want him
didn't
until
want
she had
him.
kids.
There you
You
go.
understand?
Thank you,
Women are-
Anwar.
Wait, but when she came back in town, this is like a different state, and they reconnected as adults.
now,
That was a-
yeah,
That
now,
was a bad investment for your
But
step
it worked
grandfather.
out.
but
Horrible
What can I
investment.
say? I'm part of that 2%.
it worked out because
Here I am.
You're part of that 2%, but
Literally my bloodline.
2%, but you're still single though, respectfully.
Yes. happy.
and she probably did everything for him, correct? She was probably like the
They
best wife
were
ever.
the cutest thing in the world. Like
okay.
Yeah,
but
looking at
now- but
hindsight,
now-
like-
hindsight, or
Would you let your son date a woman who has 5 kids?
let's
Actually,
Is
let's
not
get into
the
the
thing.
Or
chat.
would you
Let's get into the chat.
would you
There's a
want him
question
to?
about that.
All right.
Addie Base asked, "What advice would she give to her 18-year-old son about female nature? How should he date? What should he look for?"
chemistry to start. Somebody authentic.
Mm-hmm.
An
Someone with 5 kids?
Yeah, would you tell?
18-year-old?
Is that on your list though?
What?
If he's 30, well, it's just not smart. Is what we're
Yeah,
trying
would
to
you
say.
advise your son to date a girl with
I
kids?
agree.
But
I'm
for-
just saying he
for
was
her,
a
it was
lottery.
smart.
Yeah.
I called it the 2%, meaning, yeah,
Okay.
I completely get why you're saying it's not smart. It's a terrible investment, but
Mhm.
it worked out, is what I'm saying.
it
And if
won't-
he wouldn't have done that terrible investment, it would have just been a horrible,
okay.
not that.
And what would have happened if she didn't get with him
I don't
and
know.
she had 5 kids? As
She
a
probably
single
would have
mother?
suffered.
Back in that day, just for if you're a woman who got, and this is Brazil.
Yeah.
So if you're a
it's
woman
worse.
who got left, you're outcasted in
Yeah, for
society.
sure.
Oh, yeah.
That still happens
I'm
here.
hit. I'm hit. So you
So-
understand for her now she'll do whatever. Like she'll
Oh, for
provide
sure.
the most value ever. She'll be the best
Oh,
wife
for
ever.
sure, bro. Can you
'Cause now
imagine
she
being a
has to
woman
be
having
Like,
5 kids?
single.
I'm doing everything
and
this
you're
guy
talking
wants.
about in Brazil. So guess what? I'm gonna go run back to that beta and I'm gonna do everything I can for
Everything.
him.
And
Yep.
I don't even think she did it like
She was
to-
cooking. She was
I have to
cleaning.
cook because no,
Oh,
it
no.
was like because she was doing that for the guy who left her.
Mhm.
It was just this is how
course,
as a
he
woman,
was-
how you
he was
show
the
your
alpha.
love that way.
He was the alpha. He left her. She didn't provide enough value.
Story is he was in love with somebody else from before, and they
And
left
I
together.
guarantee you the girl that he left your grandmother for didn't have any kids. Guarantee you. Let's get to some of these
They-
chats, bro.
if you want to get crazy with it, they took the kids. He took the kids with him when he
Oh,
left.
really?
So
Wow.
it gets he
father.
took 4 of the kids,
Shout out to him.
and then eventually, as they got older, they went back to my grandmother.
Gotcha. Let's get to some of these chats because there's a whole
Yeah, we
bunch
got
of
a
chats
bunch.
here.
Captain Caveman says, "This ain't McDonald's. You eat what I eat. Unless we go out to McDonald's, then you can get what you want." Just saying. I think he was talking about how like we want a girl to come on our program.
Oh, okay.
These are from earlier.
Yeah, these are way
Captain
back.
Caveman, is it pretty privilege or is it female privilege?
We went through that.
David Jones says 10% of women would do it. No more than that. Talking about the female or women doing a man's job. Navarro
be
said,
right.
Navarro said, bro, she's not gonna agree with y'all. It's a lost cause. Okay. Let's see. David Jones has a question. What is one red flag that guys should forgive in women?
None.
David Jones also asked, do you believe that average women are more likely to tolerate a high value man having multiple women?
Say it again.
Do you believe that average women are more likely to tolerate a high value man having multiple women?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
You wouldn't
they have
consider
less
yourself an
options.
average woman, though, right?
No.
There you go.
Wait, why don't you consider yourself average?
Whoa, hold up.
I'm asking a question. Like,
From
what
one
puts
to-
you up there?
do you consider her an average woman?
I don't know. I'm asking like why, like what traits makes you above average woman? Like what made you say that? Like what are we basing this off of?
What girl has come on here and not considered herself above average, though?
Okay, but what are we basing
Well,
this off
but-
of? What is your basis off you saying you're higher than an average girl?
And I'm not just gonna base this on looks
Mm-hmm.
because anybody could have looks.
Yeah, you could base it off.
Yeah,
everything.
anybody could have
that's why I'm
looks,
asking the question.
but it's either you lack in one or the other. And I think not only am I cultured and am I intelligent, I have common sense.
Okay.
I can rationalize. We do not agree in a lot of opinions, but
Yeah.
I can listen and I can
I can
see your
understand
point of view.
Yeah.
So not just women, a lot of people can't do that in general.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually hard for me to understand people who can't do that. It makes it difficult. So I do enjoy having difficult conversations, and I can listen to people who have different opinions because it makes me eager to learn the other person more.
Okay.
So, bam.
What else? Because I mean, you could find an ugly girl and should do everything that you just said.
I love hard.
Okay,
So-
that's
Okay,
usually a
you're
red
saying
flag,
you're-
though.
To love hard?
Yeah, all the girls that typically say that are
Like,
it's usually a red flag.
what's the definition that we're looking at, though? Because maybe I don't know if I'm using the correct
I don't know.
terminology.
I
don't
didn't
know.
say that's a red flag. I don't know.
That's just for me
But I'm just
personally.
saying, ugly girls, they'll do everything you just said because they can't get these top tier.
And then
guys.
I'm nonchalant. I ain't finna argue with you. Like,
Ugly
You're
girls.
pretty
just
combative,
gonna
though.
leave. Like, what puts you higher than the average girl? Like, what you're saying is like something an ugly girl would do. So what is
yeah,
average
but I
do?
have that and I'm not ugly. Now what?
That puts you above average.
that puts you above
Bam.
average.
Triple combo. Like, yes,
So on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think you are?
a 9.
Again, let's go to the next.
I think I'm a
Okay.
strong 9.
Let's go.
Okay.
You've been a Vogue.
Bing
You've been
bong.
in like a mono.
Hold on.
Big
What-
Okay,
body.
but
before we
have
move-
you
hold
seen
on.
the girls that be on it? They don't always be 9s or 10s. Sometimes they
wait,
a strong 4 with a little like appeal to them. It be. They even put people with crazy teeth on there now. Like it's a thing.
Who are you talking about?
Vogue.
Oh, okay.
So that's not a thing.
Okay, Victoria's Secret.
Should we pull up the catalog? And you rate them and you tell me.
I mean, we could, but like,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it just
I'm
don't
not-
be. That's not a thing anymore. Now people look for like abstract, weird looks. That's a thing. So
I think you know what I.
You
talked
said
about
you were a
when I was
9.
talking
What
about
would
looks
make you a
earlier.
10?
nobody's perfect. Everybody has some type of like enhancement they could do.
So what would be yours? What's something you can improve on? Being argumentative?
Wait, you said I said 9 in looks.
Mhm.
Were we not talking about looks anymore?
Oh, we're talking about overall.
Oh, I was talking about like 9 in looks. Yeah, I was talking about 1
Okay.
to 10 in looks.
So
Oh, you
Which
were
one
just
do you
basing
want?
her off looks?
Yeah, that's why I was scaling. I'm not the average. Like when I was talking about average, I
Mhm.
wouldn't want to see what she was talking about. But I'm talking about looks when I asked you to rate yourself.
okay, yeah, no, strong 9.
Okay.
All right, man. Let's move on to the next.
Bing
That's why I said
bong
this.
asked, you said you took a long time to heal after the last breakup. How long did you take to see someone, and did
She already
and-
said it. It was a month.
a month?
No, wait, what?
You said between relationships, right?
No, after.
Not after when I was going through my healing process. No, I literally like definitely way over a year before I even.
No.
found out.
You said you had high school and then 2 college relationships, correct?
Right. And
and y-
between those, I'd be single for like a month
Yeah,
and
that's
then
what I
like
said.
get in a long-term.
Yeah. So that's what I said, about a
relationship.
month.
No, but his question was after the last.
Oh, you're talking
breakup.
about after the last one. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
during
know
her
about
It
that
was,
healing
one.
phase.
it was a long time before I did with anybody, like at all.
Gotcha.
completely, totally.
Completely, totally. Like I just
Are
I
you-
was in love with another person.
Even sexually?
Especially sex.
Really?
Yes.
So you waited over a year and had
over
no
a
sex.
year. Yes. Over a year. I don't even say I'm proud of that, but like
You went a whole year without sex.
in my head, I still was in love with that other person. Like I felt Even after I knew he moved on and stuff, I did. Child, dumbest girl in the world, because that sounds crazy right now. But yes, I did.
Yeah, it's hard to believe.
I don't even defend that. Like,
Yeah, it's hard to believe.
F was I thinking, right?
We got
no,
more.
but that's good for you though if you did it. What's the next one?
Natty Bay says, all jokes aside, though, she sounds broken and hurt from trusting too much in the wrong men. Combativeness stems from deep insecurities. She's the opposite of Sheila.
They're analyzing you.
So the opposite of Sheila. Yo, that is hilarious.
Who's Sheila?
Bro, the girl that's cuffed. You remember that
she's
came with
the gym girl.
Yeah, came with Matt.
Matt, yeah.
Okay.
The
She
opposite
doesn't
of
go to
Sheila.
the club, has no male friends.
Gotcha.
Oh,
do you agree with that? Well,
What?
what he said, that you sound broken from looking at love in the wrong place?
No, I was broken.
Yeah.
Like, but I've been healed for a long time. I do believe everybody is always consistently healing from everyday new stuff. Mental health is
Mhm.
like
We talk about that.
something, that should always be continuously. It's like your body. You could have abs and you could be fat again, and then you go back and have your abs, but you continuously have to work on it or it just doesn't maintain. So
Mhm.
you're always continuously healing. But I was very, very broken at one point.
Mhm.
And it took me a while, but yeah, I would say I'm a pretty secure person. I think everybody has some type of level of insecurity, but it's really hard to get under my skin.
Mhm. So based off what you're saying, your high school relationship, your 2 college relationships, and then the last relationship,
Mhm.
all those relationships were really long, right?
Yes.
So you never had a whole phase.
I missed it.
This shit.
Went to college and missed it. No.
Based off like the math, I'm like, hold up.
Wait,
I
is that a
missed
bad
it.
thing?
Unless your whole phase was like during that. Oh wait, no, that whole year you said you didn't have any action.
Are you in your whole phase now?
I wish. Next life, okay.
Next
This
life,
one,
wait.
next
Alright.
life, I'm gonna get all the money. I'm gonna have my bills
so you-
paid. It's
okay.
not in me.
So so you see how I did that math? So
Okay.
is it fair to say that you've only had 4 bodies?
No.
No?
No, it's not fair. We literally talked about
You've only had 4 relationships, and you just told me that your last relationship after him you had
we've been broken up for years.
Mm.
I've dated people. I've gotten into almost relationships.
so that's
It
technically
didn't work out.
a whole phase.
Those month breaks went
I
crazy.
mean, everybody got a different.
You dating this guy, and then
definition.
okay, if they dating that guy.
Everybody got a
okay.
different definition of a hoe.
Okay.
It was a whole phase.
My first boyfriend, he was a hoe if he wore white pants. Everybody has a different definition of a
Gotcha.
hoe.
And why didn't those guys take you serious? The situationships.
Who said it was them?
She said it was her.
It wasn't always, but it's like, why y'all just gonna assume like
So you were. So,
I
okay,
have
hold on.
not-
I'm glad you say that though. So you were just fucking. What you? So you were just fucking.
dating?
Dating. They were fucking.
You were fucking.
Okay,
you
but
just asked the
what
question,
makes
though.
it?
Because you just
What
said
makes
it
the
was-
relationship a title?
You just asked the question. You said why do we think that it was them? Because men typically choose who gets into a relationship.
And that's why I just asked you. You're just fucking.
Women choose who has sex, but men typically choose who has a relationship, and that's a fact. You can argue with that if you want, but it's a
It's
fact.
just not. I mean, maybe my life is make believe. I don't know. Like, what is up? It's
You choose a relationship.
bro.
You
I've
didn't
gotten
choose it?
denied for sex before. I have gotten ones who have sex with somebody
I'm-
got denied.
that's-
Now it's just like I'm not even finna try
That's
no more.
rare though. That's rare.
I'm telling you, a
That- it is
It is
unicorn.
rare,
Look
but
at that.
That's
Eric,
rare.
You've done it.
You-
I've
hold
done
on.
it. Anwar's done it.
Okay.
Certain girls, if you sound like an ignorant, delusional girl, yeah, like bro.
No,
I've
I
been
think-
you.
I think they realized like I was on some maybe like wifey shit, and they wasn't on that, and they
They'll
fucking
still
was
smash.
like,
Nah,
well,
that's some bullshit.
they'll still
I'll
smash.
fuck.
I've
That's still smash.
I've had friends tell me like I don't want to ruin our friendship. I'm like,
They
think
just
of
weren't.
something.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's up?
Or maybe they just were getting it from somewhere
They
else.
don't want to ruin our friendship. What? Like, come on, that sounds
Not
like a
for-
guy would say that.
Not for nothing, but you're 20.
But a guy would say that. Wait, friend, bro, this is not 20 thing. Eric, you would be in you would have a female friend, not a
No.
female associate that you're doing business.
All the girls
with
that
or
are in my
nothing.
life have a purpose.
You've never had like a person that you feel like they like a sister and like just like ew, thinking of them like that is gross. Because that's how I view my male friends.
Okay,
Yeah,
but they don't
that's a girl
view
thing.
them like yeah. That's why I said that. I asked him because you said I was 20, but that's not
Yeah.
20.
I
that's not a
I
young age.
purposely,
This is a male thing.
especially now where I'm at in life, I purposely don't even talk to women. Like I
Missing
literally,
out.
huh?
Missing out.
I mean, yeah, it could be, but like also what I'm trying to do, it's not talking to women isn't gonna help me. Like trying to build this podcast up, it's not easy. Talking to women is just gonna distract me. So, but just in general, my whole life, I've never had a girl that I was just like, oh yeah, we're just besties, we're friends. I've never had that, and I never wanted that. I never wanted that. So,
I mean, women benefit from male friends, but men don't really benefit from women friends.
yeah,
I'll give the best advice.
really. Well, good to know, guys. Her Instagram link is gonna be in a bio. Let's read some of these more chats, and we'll go to the next video. Holy shit, this is probably the longest podcast we've ever done, bro.
Let's see.
Y'all like to listen to me, huh?
David Jones says, "Did she just say that women are superior?" Red flag. Red flag. Red flag.
Oh, that's when I said I was probably sick.
That's when they're superior.
David Jones, adoption is morally good, but you can't force a man to adopt.
Absolutely not. I agree.
Captain said, can taking care of a woman's kids work? Yes. Does it always? No. A woman leaves
Also
you
agree.
and you lose the kids you get attached to. Why take the chance?
That is a really great fact.
I feel that way about dating men with kids. I have never met a kid from any guy I was even talking to. I mean,
there's a reason why though, because you knew you were gonna get attached.
I don't want to do that unless we're like a year in or something.
Right.
Like, yes, I will get attached.
Exactly.
So yeah, I agree.
Men don't want to do it because they don't want to get annoyed.
Do you have kids?
Yeah.
Do they annoy you?
No, they're my kids. Your kids would annoy me.
I like other people's kids, but most girls that I know that are my age that
men
don't
don't
have
look at
kids,
it that way.
they don't like other people's kids.
Men don't look at it that way.
Wait,
And-
you understand men and women aren't the same.
We went through this already.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
We're genetically built differently. Yes,
Okay.
I understand that.
Genetically, men don't want to be around.
But
other-
you do,
No.
and I'm not speaking for myself at all.
Mhm.
You know, these women, they the new men. Like a lot of them, like
Mhm. That's
yeah.
the problem.
That's
Modern
feminism.
Feminism.
that's not feminism. See, y'all.
You just said feminism
Modern.
superior.
I'm saying modern
No,
feminism.
feminism means women are equal. Feminism
Yeah.
does not. I said I'm damn near sexist. I believe women are better.
And I said modern feminism.
You know
which
you're wrong though,
is-
right?
Which is sexist.
It's okay to
better?
believe in that. It's okay for kids to believe in Santa Claus, but it doesn't mean that it's
Now you
right.
know you don't believe in Santa Claus.
I don't believe in Santa.
I mean, this could go on all day.
All right, so we see what's
But
happening.
you understand, it's like you're not really living in reality. You're living in your world.
Okay.
The
you're
fact that you
living
think-
in your reality.
I'm not living in my reality. I'm living in reality. There's only one reality. I'm not in fucking dream world.
Yeah.
What did we disagree on right now? Because I said you were right that we weren't the same. So what's this reality where you just want to argue?
No, you
I don't
think
want to argue. You want to argue.
you think women are better than men? That's crazy. All right, let's read some of these other ones, bro. We'll get to the next video.
David Jones says this conversation is the reason why men must vet women
Yo.
before committing to a woman.
This is actually one of the most entertaining conversations. I'm not gonna lie. So
We're
shout out
almost,
to
we're
you.
almost there.
Any other ones?
Yeah, it's P Ness. P Ness. Got me.
You know, I actually say this though. Like
Peanut.
with you, like I have respect for you. The other girl that was here, I didn't have respect. Like I fuck with you. The other girl, I didn't
She's
fuck with.
honest.
Yeah,
We can
Like,
we
you're
can
just-
respect you
you're
for being honest.
real because you're being honest.
We can respect
She
that.
wasn't being honest.
Yeah, we can respect that.
Like that's I could see honesty. She wasn't being honest.
Shout out to
She was on some
Penis.
bullshit.
So Mr. Ness, he said focus on self equals whole phase.
Yo, I think you fuck with beta males.
I think you like being in control.
Yeah, like you fuck with
No, I
betas.
want to let my guard down. I would
You
love that.
want to, but you
Yes.
haven't found anyone you can do that with. yet.
Exactly, 'cause
That's the thing.
You fuck with beta males.
Okay, what's the alpha male?
We'll find you one.
Y'all finna play Cupid?
Mhm.
We'll find you
Let's do
one.
a dating
We'll bring you
show.
back. We'll have a guy on.
We'll find you one. Oh yeah, for sure. We'll find her one. All right, any other ones?
dating.
David Jones is going in on you. Said, I'm having to question her taste in men. Her exes have fault for their choices, but I believe she keeps picking the same type of guy.
Yeah, the
Literally
beta male.
all different. And this is why also I made my list.
They're all
So-
different.
Like completely different.
Mhm.
Like my high school boyfriend was like a freaking gangster,
Mhm.
which because I was young and dumb.
Mhm.
And then my first college boyfriend was like a mama's boy
Mhm.
type. This is me like, oh, that was a fail. Let me
Mhm.
try something completely college mama's boy.
Mhm.
A bitch.
Fail.
Yeah.
We were in college. We were all kids. Like, and then my second college boyfriend was like more of like a rebel and like artsy and like fail. And then my last like relationship was like more like of a, I guess I can't even call him corporate, like a nerdy, like planned out life, future
Mhm.
type person. They were all just very different from each other. I don't. Why would I keep doing the same thing if I see that
But
don't work?
you see the you know, the interlocking thing, the intersecting thing with all the guys.
I don't even think they'd get along. No,
The mama's boy, the nerd, the gangster, and whoever the other guy was.
isn't that all different?
They're all pussies. They're all beta males. There was the same. The literally
But
all
why
came
do
to connect
but
to the same thing.
Why do you think so?
Sounds like the only
Your
guy
whole
that-
thing was a nerdy.
It sounds like the only guy that
A
put you on
mama's boy.
check was the gangster that you first did.
Literally the first
No
time.
pants.
And I wouldn't even. The only reason I have a problem with gangsters is they'll rather shoot than run the.
They're emotional.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's
exactly.
a complete mess. Like a complete freaking like loser mess. Like
Yeah,
this is
exactly.
the
So
type of person
a
I
beta
would-
male.
Him, yeah, for sure. Oh, and you know what? So
So
you know
you
how?
agree with me? You're fucking with beta males.
Yeah, I would call them beta.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I agree.
All right. We have another video we got to get to. God damn, that video took a long time to get to. Let's get it, bro. Shout out to you, though. Nana. Is it Nana?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, shout out to her. What's her name again?
Pearlythings.
Yeah, shout out to her.
Curly.
Yeah, Pearly.
Yes, ma'am.
Whoops.
The bat, they should start with 50-50 custody. They can work it out between them, right? Because I don't know why women are just assumed to be better parents when they're more likely to abuse the child, more violent towards their children. I think women are just more emotional. Like, women are more likely to wage war.
Do what? To do what?
To wage war. I know more men have because more men have been in power, but women are actually more likely to do it when they're in power.
Do you think a man would do a better job raising a girl than a woman?
Yeah. I think most men want their kids to turn out better. Most men want to be a part of that. One of the most likely times that a guy is going to commit is when post-divorce, because oftentimes she'll take half on
divorce,
the kids. In my experience, most men want to be with their children, even if it's in a shitty situation. For the most
100%.
part, I think off the bat they should
Okay,
start with
let's pause that real
50-50
quick.
custody.
That's actually a really good point she just made.
Which one?
That the hardest part of a divorce for a guy isn't necessarily like the breakup. And it,
And
I
doesn't
wouldn't-
even-
I
Go
w-
ahead.
I wouldn't even sit here and I'm not gonna cap and lie and say that it's not even the financial aspect of it too, because that has it's huge.
Mhm.
But I think what hurts the most when you go through a divorce is the father knows. He knows that court system is not gonna favor him with the kids. That's a fact.
Yeah, it's raps.
Yeah.
If
And
he wants
so-
the kids, it's raps.
I mean, that guy's lucky if he gets 50-50 split and 50-50 custody, because majority of the times, this very well. You can sit here and say nope, but the courts
I'm-
favor the women, and they're gonna assume, just like she just said, shout out to Pearly, that the courts are gonna assume that the mom is a better parent.
Because the woman is the nurturer. The mother's probably more in tune with their life.
How do you feel
than
about
the
that?
father's out there working.
How do you feel? I already know how you feel about it, because you said you think women are better than men, right?
I'm really close to my father.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to him.
I have a really close relationship with my mother, best friends, and I talk to my dad almost every single day.
Mhm.
It's both important. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine having less of each. I do think a lot of the times, definitely not all, shout out to the good ass dads out there.
Mhm.
A lot of times the men, they don't think they could do it full time.
Mhm.
And they agreed to back off and do I pick you up every other weekend type
Mhm.
thing.
Well, there's a reason
A
why.
good
The
parent
woman
is a good parent.
the woman's keeping the house. She's getting half of his money. Like, she doesn't have to work as hard
And
as you
then
do.
this is where I'm just talking about a very small percentage of America when you're talking about certain wealth.
No, but in general, you don't have to be
Man.
rich, and that woman's still you're still gonna owe her child
A
support.
lot of times, ain't no damn house.
Okay, but just in general, if you're married, I mean, she's gonna get the better end of the bargain, is what I'm saying. And the guy's gonna, especially if she keeps the kids, he has a whole bunch of child support to pay now. He's gonna have to help out. Like, he doesn't. If I'm not mistaken, Pearlythings said one thing that it stuck to me so hard, that if the government paid men to take care of their kids, more men would do it. Don't you agree?
Facts.
The government
hope so. Yeah.
doesn't pay men to take care of the kids. The government pays women. Like, when women get divorced, they get all of that. The man doesn't. So, and the reason why I say that is because, of course, they're going to favor the women. So whenever a woman gets divorced, we had a story the other day where a man literally was crying because he got a divorce. His wife cheated on him.
Mhm.
They got divorced. She got to keep the house. She got to keep the kids, and he still owed her alimony. And
That's crazy.
that's the court system for you.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, she
And-
cheated, by the way.
See that's crazy.
And
yeah.
he's with the
It's,
guy, by the way, too. Also,
Now,
Yeah.
Now
You know what happens to a woman when she goes through divorce? Majority of the time, her family all of a sudden comes together. They're helping her out. Her new man, which is what happened in this example, is why I'm saying it. She has a new man. He makes good money. Now she's getting money from him. She's getting money from her income. She's getting money from.
and it's crazy because if she marries him, her alimony stops. That's the deal with alimony. Like, you can't get married or your alimony stops.
Right.
Now my question is, did she? I think the only way a woman should take half is if they started at nothing together and she helped him build that.
Mhm. That's what happened with Jeff
Then it's
Bezos.
different.
Jeff Bezos had to give that woman a whole bunch of money.
well,
He
she
still-
she helped him.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
did.
So-
not worth
so
$100 billion
then
worth of help.
Then
Yeah,
it's
facts,
different.
facts.
So I think that's okay.
Do you think the court see it that way though?
No, because it's a double standard and it's biased, and I don't think that's okay though.
It's a double standard that
and I think-
benefits women.
And I think it's wrong either way though.
Mhm.
So I do think my wishful, hopeful thinking, which I agree is not reality,
Mhm.
is that people stop looking at women like victims. Like, we are more than capable. Like, we don't always need the poor kid, here goes half of his money for no reason. We don't need that.
Mhm.
I mean, y'all kind
Wait,
of
hold on. You just played the victim role earlier about the wage gap.
There is a wage gap.
I gotta try
There is
harder.
not a
I have to
wage
try
gap.
harder than men to
You
get a
do.
job.
You do, but
You're playing
what
the
does
victim.
that have to do?
You're playing victim. Why even bring it up?
How? is
Because
that-
it makes your point sound
How-
better, right? You're playing the victim
How
card,
is
right?
that? There is a wage gap. That's not. I
There is
think
not a
that's-
There's
wage
no
Oh.
wage gap. Who told you
I think they've
this?
already proven the fact that there's no.
Yeah,
wage
like
gap.
who
There's
told you
literally
this?
a
You've been
wage gap.
indoctrinated.
Okay, listen, there is a wage gap, but it's
Okay.
not because
So you're-
women. Listen, you're saying it in the sense of women and men are going for the same job, and the man gets paid more than the woman. That's not what the wage
like
gap
a
is.
thing. It's like a race
It's
thing
not,
too. They
It's not a. It's not
It's
a
not.
thing,
okay.
and it's not a race.
Do you know who
They
Candace Owens
debunked the
is?
wage gap in
Bro,
the
are you
70s.
serious?
Let me ask you a question.
Or you're looking at me like that, but
No, because
who-
you said it's not a race thing.
it's not a race.
Quick
thing
quick
either.
question.
It's the same
What
thing.
bubble are you in?
Nah. He's probably one of the darkest guys I know too, by the way. So shout out to him. Quick question. God damn it, you guys were talking so much.
I'm sorry. I keep it realistic. I don't think you're
I hear
keeping it
you.
real.
Do you
It's the
know
same
who-
thing with the women?
Do you know who
and the
Candace
men.
Owens is?
Yes.
Are you a fan of hers?
No.
Okay.
That tells me a
That tells
lot.
you everything.
That tells me a lot. All right.
That I'm a liberal. That I'm democratic. You know.
All right. Can we get to the next video, please?
We got a bunch of chats too.
Because you just said it was a race thing, but
You want video or
Yeah,
chat?
let's get to the video because we're never gonna get through these videos, and we've already been on for goddamn an hour 33 minutes. So
You don't. I don't think. I
You
don't
know
know
what
if
an
you're
Uncle
listening.
Tom is?
yeah, that's definitely a conversation for after the show.
Don't make me get political, Neil.
You'll lose.
All right, y'all ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Church is actually like a homemaker, like a breeding ground for hoes. And we have this chastity speaker. Basically, she went up and she said, I got ran through, but then I found God, praise God. And then the husband was like, oh yeah, and I found her after this. I was a virgin and I waited. And I realized it's always the women who didn't wait. And I'm like, oh, it's like they're kind of marketing, you can be a hoe and then find a husband. Oh, it's like that's what they're marketing to young women. On top of that, the pastors have this reputation for screwing the congregation. Justin Bieber's priest or whatever pastor came out. I'm like, no wonder they preach forgiveness, because he wants to screw all the hoes. And so what he's saying is, all of you guys can wait. I'm going to screw them and add to the bodies. And then you guys can all marry them after I'm done. Because the guys will all tell me the girls are worse in the church. And I'm like, why would they be worse? Because they basically market that you can be a hoe forever and then get a husband at the end. And so then all the hoes go.
So you say,
Wow. So what do you think about that? That women are usually the ones that can be a hoe and then end up finding a husband. Why do you think that?
There's men are usually fucking everything and finding a wife.
Very few men.
Miss
That's
me.
Such a lie. The men that you go
men
for,
are saving
men that you
themselves.
go for.
Men are saving themselves with one partner.
Are women saving themselves for
I
one
don't think
partner?
neither one is. I don't think.
Okay, and
Most
which
men
one
aren't having sex though. You do know that.
Yeah,
What?
80% of men aren't getting pussy.
Aren't?
You can Google that up if you don't believe us.
They aren't.
1 in 3 men is a virgin.
What do they?
They just can't get laid. Like we said earlier, women are the gatekeepers of sex.
So
men
they
are the
die
gatekeepers of
virgins? Is this
relationships.
a
No,
thing?
but most
They're
women want to
virgins
have sex with the
currently.
top percentage of guys. Like there's no way you're gonna have sex with a guy that's a 3 or 2. There's no way.
Shit, my
But-
first boyfriend was probably a damn 2.
But guys,
I was young and dumb.
you said your first boyfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you were 14. You said, right? Yeah.
Not when I was having sex, but
Oh.
Yeah, and is he getting he was just getting pussy after pussy after pussy? He cheated on you?
we were in high
He
school.
cheated on you?
I think so. I don't nothing that I knew for a fact, but now that I'm older,
okay,
probably,
so
yeah.
here's the thing: your grandmother, right?
Okay.
Your grandmother ended up she never liked that guy. Your step grandfather, correct?
They were never a thing.
Okay.
I don't know what age they were separated.
Okay.
Like I don't know.
She lived her life.
Yeah.
Met people, had relationships, had sexual relationships, had kids.
From what I was told, she was married a virgin to. It was like you couldn't even date then because you were judged like in a small.
Oh yeah,
city,
she was your
so-
great.
Yeah.
She was your great grandmother. Okay.
Your step grandfather was.
Yeah,
the-
we were at different times back then, but even then, like she went through all that and she found her husband. Did they get married? Your
Step
grandfather.
grandfather.
Father, yes.
okay. So like you see what the video was saying, that women typically can go on and do stuff like that.
Men do it too, though. They do. They do.
Not-
You're
This is like a
talking to men
specific-
you you hang out with athletes. You
Now I
like,
hang out with athletes.
Oh my
Okay, I don't know
god!
about
Now I
that.
hang out with
Okay, my bad.
athletes.
You hang out. You work with athletes.
don't
You're
give
hanging.
a
You're
fuck,
talking to these
Tisha.
high guys. These guys with money. If you have money, you're gonna be able to get laid.
Okay, but so I can only really provide testimony on what I see, right?
Okay, so you agree? These are the guys you're going after, though, right?
Yeah. I
Okay, so
mean-
you're not going after the average 80% of guys that don't get laid. So you wouldn't know.
Oh
the
no,
other
I'm
side.
not. I'm not attracted to a man if I know he's fucking everything. That's nasty.
Really?
But
Oh,
all the
no.
guys you talk about fuck everything.
Yeah.
What is these guys I'm talking about?
Uh,
I don't even have about.
High value men.
I said Russ was a high value man. So what y'all talk about?
yeah, but Russ is a very like rare type of guy. Like it's not too many.
And I'm a very
there-
rare type of woman.
there's not too many football players out there that are.
Unicorn.
Just having one. Alexander
Oh,
says.
Yeah.
shit.
Let's get to Alexander. You got a
Alexander
point.
says, shout out to the amazing podcast. David Jones it says the court side with the women because
No. You skip Alexander.
go
Alexander
ahead.
says studies have proven that single fathers are better parents than single mothers. The rates of physical and mental abuse are lower in single father households. He said in South Korea and Japan, custody is given to the father and his sole custody.
Hey, shout out
These
to them.
societies understand that kids raised in single mom households lead to a degenerate society.
All right, shout out to them.
There's no
And what
discipline.
countries were that? We might have to move there.
South Korea.
South
Japan.
Korea.
South Korea. Okay.
Yeah. I have
David Jones says the court sides with women because politicians want the female vote to keep power. Women are easier to manipulate than men, so the courts cater to women. For votes.
Y'all think y'all been able to manipulate me yet?
I don't.
You've
think
already
we're-
been
think that-
manipulated.
I don't think we're trying to
And I
manipulate
don't
you.
think-
I'm
yeah,
definitely not
only
trying to
weak men
manipulate you.
try to use a manipulation. Manipulation is a woman tactic, not a man tactic. So if you ever
Yeah.
try to get manipulated, he was a beta and probably a weak man.
Yeah, I don't have to.
Everybody a beta to you.
The
Capital
guys you're
Caveman.
describing.
Capital Caveman says what?
I've been through it with women. I've been through it. Women like to use children as tools. First, third, and fifth weekends of
horrible.
every month, every Wednesday, and every other holiday. If she complies with the court order, if it's not, it's hell.
I see what he's saying. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. Sorry to hear that, Captain. You got to pick your women better, bro.
Let these fathers see their kids. That's horrible.
David Jones says the wage gap is a religion. You can't force modern women to give up their religious belief, no matter what evidence you show them. And then Alexander says, when single moms are given leverage, they abuse the power often to cause pain to the dad. Fathers handle power much better because men are born leaders and have a genetic predisposition to managing power.
Why do you think women use kids against men?
That's fucking horrible.
Because
Like,
they're physically inferior.
Why do you believe that it happens?
yes,
Okay, and why do you
seen it,
believe
yes.
why do you believe it happens?
I think she is a horrible person to do that. A woman is a horrible person to do that. There's horrible men. There's horrible females.
Mhm.
Do better, ladies. Like, that's horrible.
Anwar, do you have that video pulled up?
The fourth one?
Is it the fourth one? Did you send it to him, Eric?
I'm not sure which one you're talking about. I think we only have one more video though, right?
Yeah, I don't have any other
Yeah,
one.
we only have. Wait, that's it. There's no more videos.
I mean, I don't have any other besides the fourth.
Okay, yeah. So it's just one more video we got to go through, and then we'll wrap it up here. Alexander seems to like
was
you
it
a
the
lot.
one I sent you earlier? Okay, nah.
No, I'm sorry, I don't.
Nah, you good.
Shout out to Alexander. Shout out to the whole chat, by the way.
Oh, our boy, R.I.P.
Oh,
If you're a woman over 30, it's time to mark this shit on 50% off. If you're over 35, it's time to put that shit on clearance. If you're at 40, it's time to put that shit at the outlet. If you're at 50, Salvation Army. You're a woman
should have put his ass on clearance.
Hey,
It's crazy. Matt was talking about this the other day. Girls, he talks to a lot of old people, right? 60.
hold on. Why does that bother you so much?
I'm just saying, what happened? He died. He should have been on clearance.
Everybody dies though.
Well,
He died
yeah,
doing his
realize how
thing.
he
Well,
died, right?
That's
He
fucked up.
He went out. Imagine that was me. Like,
That's fucked
but-
up.
I'd have been mad as hell.
he did pass away doing something he loved though.
He passed away at his prime.
Good for him. But that woman that was up under him,
That was a young, beautiful Latina.
yes, good for him. He's
Mhm.
dead now. She got a body because this old ass man that should have been on clearance done passed out in front of her. Like,
But she wanted that.
To be fair,
she
he,
wanted him to die on her?
to be fair, he did have a heart condition. It wasn't
R.I.P.
his age thing. It was a heart condition.
Should have been on clearance. Bad
Um,
health.
But I
No,
mean,
men gain value as they age.
yeah. Do you understand why we say that?
Oh, I think men are their finest after they're 30. Yeah, like, I don't like young boys.
That's probably the first thing I agree with so far on here.
Yeah.
And
They
do you
have-
think
they have
women
more
are?
knowledge?
Do you think women are at their finest after their 30s?
You talking about me or
We're talking about women in
in
general.
general?
some? No.
Man, there's not even in general, but it's if for this question, it's either this or that.
Yeah.
There's no in general for this question.
I
Yes or no?
think men who date way younger than y'all age, I think something be mentally
That's
like wrong.
that wasn't the question.
I mean, I don't think age devalues them or values them.
A woman?
Yes.
Okay.
So you think a 35-year-old woman and a 35-year-old man are the same?
I can only speak for myself.
That's gonna get you in trouble later on.
Do you think you
I
have?
don't speak for
that's-
myself. I should speak for
You want
others.
kids?
No.
I can only
That
speak for my
mentality.
life.
That mentality
No.
that a 35-year-old woman and a 35-year-old man are the same. It's
No question. Does she
completely
think she has
wrong.
more value now than she did when she was 21?
I think 1,000%. Me.
There we go.
Why do you think that? Why do you think that? Who told you this? Like, why do you think this?
I feel like I look better. Like I've been.
You think you look better?
You
Then
think
when
you-
I was 20, yes, I think so. Like I
Can I
think.
see a picture of you at?
Yeah.
21?
Like, come
Am I
on, this
younger
is
age?
haram
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, we
This
can
is
go for
haram.
this.
Yeah.
This
Can
is
we
haram.
can we get her phone, please?
pull up the IG?
Yeah.
Oh no, you came.
Her phone's on the
Use
counter.
IG.
Can I get her phone, please?
I think I've progressively gotten better. Maybe it's gonna change at 36 or I'm 34.
This is wild.
All right, we're about to do something we've never done
Like,
before.
why? Like, why is this a thing? Like, why do you think? I don't know who. Like, oh my gosh.
So how old are you again?
34.
34. And you're gonna show us a picture of when you were 24, or just let us know how old you were.
I should have started this off with my regular question. How many dicks have you sucked?
Oh wow.
This is just,
How many dicks have you sucked? Since we're on the topic.
I think we all know that question. 0.
Like it.
0.
I don't know.
I don't like guys.
I don't judge.
I don't like guys.
I'd like you to sing if you did like it.
Oh
But I don't.
shit.
Oh, I wouldn't lose respect for you.
Yo.
I don't like guys. Actually, we actually had this conversation when I used to go out to the clubs. I would used to try to go talk to the gay guys to pick up the girls.
He does befriend gay people at the clubs.
Yeah, so I could talk to the girls.
Oh,
It's
nothing
a
wrong with
perfect
He has
thing.
some questionable things in life, but he's still a good friend.
I believe you suck a dick.
You're scrolling a lot over there.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
34.
Oh,
You know, you can make it like smaller and then go to ear.
See that young generation.
She's probably the funniest guest we've ever had on here. Holy shit, bro.
Love that comment. Oh my god.
No, you definitely have to come back.
Very nice.
All right, guys.
find a high-value
Let's
man
read
for
some of
you.
these chats while she looks for this picture.
God, screw.
We actually have one more chat.
Mm-hmm.
You can
Captain
pick the
Caveman
best
says,
photo.
perhaps I can see potential in our guest tonight, but I also have reservations.
That's fair.
Oh shit.
And DJ Kevin, DJ K Vaughn, she says she quick with the comebacks.
Yeah. So here's the thing, right? Being quick with comebacks is like naturally when you're meeting a girl, that's kind of like a turn on.
Yeah.
Because it's like you want
It's
to
funny,
dominate
yeah,
that. You know what I mean? You want to
It's funny,
dominate
bruh.
that. But then long term, it's annoying.
Nah, because then you're just being a smart ass.
Yeah.
But nah, it's funny. Like,
I get softer if I like the person.
See, there you go. So you're submissive to an extent.
To the right
naturally
guy.
submissive,
Right.
Naturally.
She hasn't found the right guy yet, though.
There you go.
What do you want?
So much.
So is it you think you can attractive? I guess a high value man.
And then comes that question again, because now at this point I don't even know what what you're saying when you say high value. You don't know either. Well, that make it.
No, I just want to know your opinion. I mean, it's your opinion of what a high value man is. But if you had a high value man, then
Russell Wilson.
why wouldn't you be with him? Like, why aren't you with him?
I ain't meet him.
All right.
I ain't meet the one that's like I've
Yeah.
met people, but not that checks off enough stuff that I know it might last 2-4 years again. But I don't want that.
So you're willing to be alone, no kids.
Yes,
if you
I
can
am.
find-
Look, so I'm
Okay,
completely.
You're
I
gonna
respect
end up
that. I respect that.
No,
If
you're
you
gonna
stay-
end up settling.
You think so?
Yes, you
You're
are.
gonna get lonely.
When you hit
You'll
like
do like that
when you hit 35 and you're like, damn, I really have been single for
next year. I'm gonna just buy a baby. I'm just kidding.
Adopt.
Kinda.
Wait, you have 3 dogs.
I love
Those are the babies.
I do. I want to be a parent though.
I feel like you'll adopt before like.
Damn,
you know, not
Instagram
having
was
no
so
kids.
shitty back then. Like the cameras was so bad.
Also, biologically, you're kind of running out of time to have babies.
What am I supposed to do?
Settle.
IVF.
David
No, you
says
still need sperm for IVF.
David says, let her know that there's a gay guy watching her right now with a side eye.
David Jones is gay.
Well,
Yeah, David
all
Jones is
right.
gay. I don't think she's gonna find this picture anytime soon, guys. So
I found so many. I just don't
No, you
know.
showing
Yeah,
you.
just-
It doesn't
just-
matter. Just
yeah,
showing
show
you.
any.
It doesn't matter.
2013.
okay.
You look better here.
So 10 years
Think
ago.
so?
She looks better.
But I
It's
think
not. It's not like
think
a
so?
thing I have to sit here and look
I
All
don't
at.
right,
know.
I gotta show the chat. Hold on.
Okay. I don't know because you're 20, so that'd be normal. I'm auntie to you.
I've seen bad milfs before, so that's a bad. I fucked multiple girls in the 30s, so that's a bad.
That's 2013. Y'all do the math. 9 years ago. Almost 10 years ago. So
To be honest, the high only like
was 20
age
right
wise,
here.
the highest girl I fucked was 32. So I beat. You
You
have
look,
2 years.
to be fair, you look very attractive back then. So
Like I mean, let's be. Come
I
on, we're
agree.
keeping it a buck. Like
I mean, you just
You
said
look-
you agreed, right?
I agree. I was
Are,
you
popping
look
as
better.
hell,
You
and
look
then-
better. You look
Hold on.
better.
The question was,
What did I look better? I don't think so. I think I was popping then, and then when I think it's gonna go downhill, it just keep getting better and better. This is crazy.
the question was, do you think you look better now or
And she thinks she looks
when
better
you were
now.
20? Nah.
She thinks that though.
I didn't think it went downhill.
Okay.
I expected that's a natural.
Anwar, can we read the last chats?
Yeah.
All right.
The chat has a lot to say.
Let's keep it.
So David Jones, we'll start off with David Jones. He said only 30% of women over 30 are able to have biological children. Alexander said she definitely looks better there. Natty Bay said younger also shows innocence.
Ew,
So you probably think
predator.
that's creepy, exactly.
Yeah.
No,
But it's not like that.
No.
Innocence,
Innocence in a virgin wig.
Yeah.
less baggage.
Yeah.
Let's not do that.
Don't do that.
So that is
That's
sound
not- no.
predatorish.
That's not
Okay,
what he's
okay.
saying. That's not what he's saying.
That's like if you say something and we think it's sexual. Like, come on. That was a drag.
Do you think a 21-year-old girl has more bodies than a 31-year-old girl or woman? Who has more bodies?
You know what? Nowadays
more
in
bodies?
age, I be meeting young girls
Uh-huh.
who fucked way more than me, and I be like, damn. At 21, I was on my second boyfriend.
Okay, generally though, who has more bodies? The 31-year-old or the 21-year-old?
I guess.
Both single.
I guess the older one because you know
Yes, we know
time.
why. Yeah.
because it's more time.
More time, more opportunities, more dicks. And there goes Mr. Penis again. Go ahead and read the last chats, bro.
Come on, let's keep going.
David Jones says 8.5. 2013 pick is 8.5. Tonight 7.9. So still about the
Okay.
same.
Yeah, the chat thinks you're still beautiful.
Alexander
Tonight-
said
Even though you're being mean to them.
I'm not being mean.
All right, go ahead.
Alexander says she looks like
Wait.
more like an aunt now. No disrespect.
7.9.
Auntie vibes. Oh, I'm hashtag auntie vibes all the way.
Penis. God. She looks better there. I don't know who this chick is at the table though, but it ain't her. Natty Bay says she's in denial, bro. Y'all need to stop being soft and tell her she's hitting the wall.
Yeah.
No,
man.
I did say that biologically your time to have a baby is you're running out of time.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah.
Got free some eggs or something.
But that's what I'm saying. Why not just meet a nice guy and just settle down?
You
It's
know him? Ain't you
called-
say he's finna hook me up with
It's
somebody?
It's called settling down for a reason.
But with who? Y'all be thinking I'm playing. Like with who?
So your DMs don't be popping?
Bro, if I show y'all my DMs,
Show the DMs.
It's not
no, it's
popping?
like creepy.
Show the DMs.
No, I don't want to see.
If you show the DMs, I bet you have a whole bunch of guys on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they all in the unreads.
Okay, yeah, that's my point. So you have hella options. So settle down.
I mean, I guarantee you she's never opened a
I
lot of
don't.
those.
I don't want to see
A
no
lot
guy.
of them.
I don't really.
So how
care
do you
for
know
it.
one of them isn't like a good guy?
Should it be?
I
The
mean,
guy
probably
who
most of them are
just
good guys.
said, Hey, do you have feet photos? Okay. Dang, should I? That might be my soulmate.
Hey, it could be. It
Yo.
could
You
be.
picked out the worst one. Like,
The worst guy.
she literally just went to the worst
Bro.
one. It's like fuck that.
They be so bad. I sent it to my group chat the other day, and I was like in my DM. Oh, screenshots of my DMs,
These are all the worst ones.
bro.
You know what I seen a
Y'all
guy send a girl before? He just started barking.
Don't read the person's at because they don't even deserve the recognition. But
All right. Hey, I know this is really random and odd, but I saw you on Fresh and Fit and I think you are really pretty. I was hoping I could pay you. I have this fetish where I like pretty girls to think of me as a small dick, pathetic loser white boy and use me for my money.
Yo,
you think that's my soulmate?
Oh, by the way,
Yo,
these are
Bro, it's
hold up.
so many.
Hold up. These are the Fresh and Fit supporters that come on our chat and talk shit. These guys. These are the guys.
what?
From this point forward, I shall never take offense to any Fresh and Fit supporter that comes talk shit to me because this is them.
Oh my god.
They watch that show literally to pay girls for OnlyFans. But who knows? You might end up liking that guy. Just give him a chance. Here's another one. Okay. Damn, yo, we should
He's
do
just
this.
going-
Like,
he's just
we should
going.
have girls literally let us read some of their DMs.
Yeah, stop playing no
Um,
fucking games.
Hi, love. How much for a cock rating?
Bro.
I don't even know if why are you making me read these? Like you should be reading these.
I'm sure there's some normal DMs.
Yo, it'd be bad.
There's probably some sprinkled good guys in there though that you're not like paying attention
Yeah,
to.
like
It's just when we talking about percentages, it's just the percentages are against my favor.
I get you. Was that the last video, Anwar?
Yeah, that was the last video.
Okay, cool. Yo, this has been by far the longest video we've ever done. 2 hours.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Can't get enough of me.
It's been
Shout
lit.
out to you. No, you've been amazing. But you know
you
what
were
we
a
need
good
to do?
guest.
We need to bring her on here with Josh or somebody.
Yeah.
Someone that's gonna be like,
I mean, I'll hook it up.
Y'all just
I'll hook it up.
y'all just want to see a strong woman be torn down. Like, we don't like this.
No,
Let's
no,
mess
no,
it up.
no,
We
no,
don't
no,
like
no,
this.
no.
it's not that we don't like it. It's not that we don't like it. Chat, you guys were amazing today. Any other last chats before we go?
Netty Based. He says, I think she might be less combative and more open to y'all's advice after the cameras are off. It takes courage to come on here and share your opinion. Good show.
I mean,
Shout out to you.
Look, this is my personal opinion.
Pretty authentic.
I honestly, you're authentic. Like you're being
Yeah, I can respect
completely
that.
honest, and that's why I respect you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
But I think you're delusional.
Okay.
I respect you though.
Alexander says, Unfiltered Podcast is always irrelevant what she thinks about looking better now. Men consume beauty, not women. Okay. Yeah, that's true. Basil the God.
Okay, bro.
7.9. There's a Basil now. And
No, that's me. I would put 7.9 question mark towards David.
can you read Captain Caven's? Oh,
Yeah, he
he's
said, I'll stick with my previous comment. She is so 7.
Okay.
Now she's a 6.
and DJ.
And
Where are we getting these ratings? Where are we basing ratings off of anymore?
he said settle down. There's weird motherfuckers that DM women.
Yeah, I agree.
And also one more. Alexander says, Unfiltered Podcast, excellent episode. Keep up the consistent schedule. I've been really enjoying the show.
Thank you so much.
Back.
I will say this. Cheers, Alexander. Before we get off, we hope you come back because you were a great guest.
Thank you.
But
One
also,
of the best guests.
you're running out of time. You know that, right?
Okay, so
you're running out of time.
when y'all tell me that, should I go and cling on
No,
and be
but
desperate? That's gonna scare men away.
No. But there's probably men. I would guarantee you that there's men right now that have been trying to talk to you. You probably haven't been giving them attention or time. And I mean, just
There's a good
Can't
guy out
force
there.
chemistry.
don't force it.
The people who have been doing it, I would literally have to force it. So then
Nah,
what?
I agree, because then you don't want to cook and clean for all this for a weakling, for a guy that with no potential. You don't want to do that.
That's your thing, right?
I said
That's his
weakling. I
thing.
didn't say beta. I
I'm
said
talking about
weakling.
cooking clean.
Yeah, he loves that.
I mean, that's like the main
That's
thing.
our
Cook,
purpose,
clean,
right? Cook
suck
clean.
my dick. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Let me ask you a question. Have any men from your past ever come back and said, "Hey, I actually really want to be with you. I want to settle down with you,"
No. What, like an ex?
like an ex?
They're all three of the ones that I said. No. All three until one of them got married and I never heard from him again.
Mhm.
But until then, yeah, they all came back.
They all
All
came
four
back,
came back.
and you said no to
Even
all
the
of
one
them.
that broke up with me came back until I was like, no, we're not finna play back and forth.
Okay.
So you provide a lot of value, because those guys are not coming back because they realize what they lost.
I think so.
Okay.
And I also think the relationships that I was in, a lot of them ended up depending on me, I guess, like emotionally.
Mhm.
I would develop a friendship with all of them. So
Yeah.
when you break up and you split up, you do not only in the everything else,
Mhm.
but you do like, damn, that was my freaking homie. Like,
Yeah.
this is who I used to come home and like, yo, can you believe this shit happened? So you break that up too.
Mhm.
So, and I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I do provide a friendship to whoever I'm dating as well.
Yeah, but that stays in the relationship.
Yeah, but I think that's where the chemistry comes in place. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I always have said this, and I agree with you on that. If I ever get married, which I don't know if it ever will happen,
Same.
it has to be to my best friend. That's it. That's all, and that's all I've ever asked. So I can agree with you on that. Yo, this was an amazing show. We've already hit 2 hours. Nana wants to stay here forever. She doesn't want to leave. We're definitely gonna bring her back. She's amazing, and thanks to the chat, man. If you guys haven't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe.
Yes.
Yeah, anything you want to say before we go? How'd you feel about the show?
It was cool.
Yeah?
I like listening to different opinions.
Yeah.
And yeah, we could keep going. Y'all got another hour?
No, don't worry. We'll bring you back. We'll definitely bring you back.
I don't have another hour.
You up for me?
No. I just don't have another hour.
All right. Thank you guys so much. We'll catch you tomorrow
Yo,
for the
your
daytime show.
tattoos are fire, by the way.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I
Those
saw
are
them.
toughest.
Guys, we'll catch you tomorrow for the daytime show. Take care.